Alright, welcome back everyone to some more Borderlands 2 on the PS Vita. If you're returning, you know the drill. We're hunting us a 94 Sham on the Vita. If you're new, we're hunting us a 94 Sham on the Vita. So, we continue on. We're also currently actively looking for a synergy pistol, courtesy of some viewers last time. I don't remember what kind of pistol it is. I think it's a blue. Could be a purple, could be both. I'm not sure. But as long as I know the name of it, I think I'll be fine. I'll figure out what to look for. So, we're continuing on the hunt. And for those who are interested in our Battlefront 2 win streak series that we also have going on the channel, I have a surprise for that one tomorrow because we're doing our triple XP stream tomorrow. So if you're not in the Discord, I have a surprise. If you're in the Discord, you've seen the surprise already, but you know, it is what it is. All right. Oh, I forgot my screen things. Bam, bam. How many runs are we at? 215. That's a lovely number. Okay, how am I gonna do this and also see the TikTok chat at the same time? I'll just throw that over there. There we go. I should be able to see kind of both. It's kind of cutting off the TikTok chat a little bit, but that's fine. Alright, let's see. Anybody online? No! One of these days we'll find somebody online. One of these days we'll stumble upon somebody else also trying to farm for 94 Sham. And we'll suffer together. Mr. Gabriel, welcome my friend. How are we tonight? How is it going? We're continuing on our Sham farm. This will be the third video. I don't know how much I want to do because summer is ending, and I want to put as much time into the Sham farm as possible. Daisy is meowing up a storm over there. She probably has her toy in her mouth. I was also watching back the VR stream because a lot more people were interested in that one than I had originally anticipated. So kudos to that because I am now slowly falling in love with the VR port of Borderlands 2, even if it's on the PS4. But I was looking back on it, and I kind of know what PS4 share capture looks like. Borderlands 2 kind of cuts off some of the details in-game. But when I looked at the Twitch video, because I can see past broadcasts for up to 15 days, that one looked a whole lot better. It looked clearer, and the whole screen was shown, so I might invest in a wireless mic. The only problem is that they're like, for the good ones, they're like $300. So, I don't know. I have a Bluetooth headset I might give it a shot. I don't know. It's just however it sounds in OBS. Doing good today. Yesterday it was pouring like crazy. It rained a little bit here too. Not gonna lie. When I was up at the cottage last week for my vacation, holy shit! Like it's up north, right? And it's out in the woods, so it's seen its fair share of storms. But like, my God, we were watching the Harry Potter movies, and oh my God, we were in the middle of some horrendous thunderstorm. And I kid you not, a crack of lightning touched down in the backyard because it was loud. Like, you could hear the crack, and the power zapped off just like that. And thankfully it wasn't out that long because it was quite hot that night, and we have the house itself doesn't have any AC, but we have a portable air conditioner in the bedroom. So I was very glad that the power came back on because I wasn't smart and I didn't run the AC before bed. I should have. So the room was nice and cool. Okay, we're looking for a synergy pistol. I don't know what it looks like, but I'm sure we'll find it. Yeah, the rain was terrible. It was the most rain my area's gotten in years. Really? Damn. I mean, that's always exciting, but always, like, worrying, I guess. If your area's not used to it and you're like, okay, it can stop now. We don't need to flood the streets. Um, we had a really bad, we had a rainstorm that turned into a tornado here last year, and we never ever get anything close to tornadoes. We've had some pretty bad wind storms, nothing close to a tornado. And I was at work, and thankfully the place where I work didn't get hit by it. But like I was outside, like I was like ushering people inside, like come on, don't stay at the gas pumps. And I was like looking out the door, and you could see like the funnel. Like we weren't in it, but we were really close to it, and you could just see the funnel. And I like recorded it with my phone, and the home hardware down the street got decimated. The roof got torn off. So, but yeah, like storms. They're supposed to be peaceful here, but some of them as of late have been a little worrying. They've destroyed some of the nature out here. So it is what it is, I suppose. World's always changing. We didn't get a sham that run, so we're continuing off our outstanding luck from last time. I have a feeling I'm gonna maybe enjoy doing the sham farm in VR once we eventually get to there more than this. A, because that version seems to be really stable, and B, I don't know, it might just be fun. This is easy to do, just sitting in the chair and just loading up the area, but I know the VR Borderlands will require a little bit more work, but it's fun. It's a fun thing to do. Man, I also, once we get the longbow turrets, we'll be able to snipe with the turret, aim your arm out, and then have it just teleport onto a wall. That'll be fun. Is there a guy right behind me, or is he above me? I'm going to assume he's above me, because I feel like it would have been shredded up by now. Come on! There we go. Not bad. I'm trying to TikTok stream this time. I humbly apologize for the VR stream not having any commentary on it. I tried so hard to find a wireless mic that just works, but my AirPods suck ass for the mic, or I think it's just all AirPods, just the way that they're designed. So that wasn't an option. I didn't have any Bluetooth headphones charged up, unfortunately, so that was also not an option. But the video quality looked a whole lot better on Twitch and TikTok than it did YouTube, so if I can stream from my computer, I might just do that for the VR stuff. Come on! Got so foggy. Oh yeah, that's the worst. We had a lot of foggy days last year, because I remember driving home from school, and like, you had to legitimately just drive at like 30 kilometers an hour some days, because you could not see. Even though I knew the road, you just like, you never know. And one of the roads is kind of like open near forest once you kind of get out of the city. So like deer and turtles and stuff like that like to cross it, so. Is this a synergy? No. I understand it's probably also a school night. Americans have gone back to school. My school starts up again next Tuesday, so we're getting through as much Borderlands as we can until then, and some Battlefront 2. Because we're 8 wins away from doing our journey to the 327th. That's our next milestone, and then 332nd is the next one, but I'm not making a new thumbnail for like 5 more wins, so journey to the 501st, that'll be the new thumbnail that I make, and that'll be a long journey to go from 232 to 501, but we're over halfway, so that's a plus. Mr. Gabriel, is there an item that you want me to look for while we hunt for the sham? Is there an item that you think Bunker will drop that I should keep an eye out for? We found the quad, and we found... what was it? It's whatever one looks like an infinity pistol, but it's not an infinity pistol. I can't remember the name of it. It starts with an A. But we found both of those, and I was actually quite pleased with that because we usually never find what we have our hearts set on. So if anybody else is also watching, if you want me to look for a certain item that you know Bunker may or may not drop, just to keep an eye out, just to keep it fresh. We found a volcano gun. The anarchist pistol. Mr. Slush, welcome, my friend. Prompt timing. But we found a volcano, like a world drop volcano. Look for a thinking. What is a thinking? I probably should have specified. Hyperion shotgun with a Hyperion barrel. And it's called a thinking? Okay. What rarity is it? Mr. Dima, welcome, my friend. Yes, I remember your request, the Topnia. The slag Topnia. Don't worry, I'll make sure, once I reach my 80th birthday, I'll make sure I'll have my, nurse keep reminding me of, yeah, we gotta look for that Topnia. There we go. Yeah, I can spawn from white to purple. Okay, that's good. That's a lot of range. Uh-oh. I should have used Herald. There we go, we're fine. Okay, so it's called a thinking, and it can be pretty much anything but legendary. And E-Tech, I assume. Whose loot pool does the Topnia? Because I have a feeling it has a higher chance of spawning from a certain boss, right? Like, whose loot pool does that belong to? Okay, let's see what we got. Man. Yeah, we're woefully under the statistic now of 3%. Okay, well, damn, I gotta look at, like, every single, Anaconda. Found that, even though we weren't looking for it. Let's see. No pistols, no pistols. That's not a top. No, it's a purple. Do you think the evil smasher glitch works on Vita, or was it patched out before the DLCs came out? That's the I don't know if you have to be Axton, but that's the one where you like have the Kerb Blaster, right? Or the Sun Smasher. And like you just keep reloading and it keeps stacking damage. Is that what that one is? Genuine handgun. I think it might have been patched out of the Vita version. Because it definitely didn't exist once the Oasis and Torque DLCs came out. But I wonder, and we've pondered this before, right? I wonder if you have the physical Vita version, don't install the patches. I wonder if it would still be in that version. Because I'd imagine that's some early version of the game too, like it's only 2 years. The game was only 2 years old by 2014, right? So I wonder if it exists in the base code before the docs came out. I assume that you meant to say DLC. I said DLC anyway. I don't know. One of these days, when we're like all well versed and we've played the hell out of Borderlands 2 Vita, then and once I also know my character is safely transferred off of this console, then we'll start messing with some of the finer detail stuff, like if certain glitches still exist, what does the game look like pre-patched, and downloading my max level character on the PS3 onto it just to see what happens to it. I don't know. One of these days we will. Doesn't have any dedicated drops because it's not a unique gun. The only real good way to find it is just the chest and the Lilith DLC. Okay, the Topnia didn't come out in the Lilith DLC, did it? Like, it came out before, but that just happens to be a better loot source for it. Because I hate to inform you, but we don't have the Lilith DLC. Nor does the PS3. It's still pure. It's still genuine. Some really weird crunchy noises that come out of this game sometimes, and I'm not entirely sure where they all come from. There we go. Yeah, that's just where you fight the... Oh, Hatterax. Okay. I see that, chat. I'm not... I gotta stop. I gotta refrain myself from looking over at chat when I'm walking up the stairs or walking near the edges. Where's this last guy? Oh, fuck. He's gonna have to wait! Damn it! He broke my shield. Get out of the way! Surprisingly enough, the Evil Smasher glitch is an exploit requiring the gun called the Evil Smasher. Who would have thought? It's not unique, but it's just an E-Tech flat-off rocket launcher. Yeah, no, I know that, but I mean, like, it wasn't added in the Lilith DLC, right? Like, we can obtain it in older versions of the game. Widowmaker. Alright, we're looking for Hyperion Thinking. Does the bunker drop Hyperion guns? I feel like I haven't seen too many Hyperion things come out of him. Yeah, nothing there. Are you it? No, you're not Hyperion, you're Torg. Torg. Tedior. I mean, it would make sense for Bunker to drop Hyperion stuff. He's a Hyperion bot. Is he not? 220! We're nearing the Battlefront win streak numbers here. Yeah, it's in the base game. Okay, alright. We can find it. It is possible. It is possible. We got 2 people on the TikTok. Welcome, everybody. I can't see when, because I have to keep changing the run number. I can't see if anybody's actually in the TikTok unless they comment stuff, but that's okay. I'll check it periodically. It's more important that I don't miss the chats if anybody's asking stuff more than anything. It's existed as long as E-Tech guns have. It's easier to find there because that chest only ever drops rocket launchers. Okay. Really, it does? Surprisingly enough, I've only, like... I don't think I've ever played the Lilith DLC all the way through. The only time I've ever touched upon it is if I'm, like, playing with somebody else and helping them through a boss fight or something, but I haven't actually sat down because I mainly just play Borderlands 2 on the PS3 or the Vita. And, well, up until my vacation also. I also tried it on the Lenovo PC handheld thing, so, but I don't have the Lilith DLC on that anyway. But I think I have it downloaded. I think on the Handsome Collection for the PS4 I have it. But, I don't know. I just haven't found myself sitting down and playing it. It's a secret chest in the raid boss room. Oh. Hatterax the Invincible. Is he the one that, like, got absolutely broken with OP10, or was it somebody else? Was it the son of Cromrax that, No, yeah, no, it wasn't. Or was it Hatterax? It was like 2 or 3 raid bosses that got absolutely busted when OP10 came out, and they got like 4 times the amount of health, which was already in the billions or trillions or something. Come on. You know you wanna. There we go. Directional audio. I can hear which side he's coming from. Look at the Vita be on par with more modern pieces of technology. I don't know. Like I've said before, playing this version on the TV is probably... well, it's not probably. It is not the best way to do it. Sure, you get the benefit of using a PS4 or a PS3 controller, so you get all the buttons, and thankfully Borderlands 2 is one of those games that did get PSTV support, so it doesn't have the button prompts on this built in, but all the buttons function as you would expect them to for a Borderlands game. But like it's 540p was not meant to be played at as in a big screen, at least with a modern game. PS2 and PS1 games get a tentative pass because they were designed for 480p and all that. Or less. Veracitus became pretty much unkillable without glitches. Okay, yeah, him. I knew there was at least 1 or 2 raid bosses that required glitches to kill. The broken ones I know were Dexitus and Veracitus, both from the best DLC known to man. You guys seeing shams that I'm just not seeing, or are we just out of luck? Easy slapper. Troublemaker. I'm not seeing any Hyperion guns. That's not even a gun. Iridium. We're almost at max Iridium too, my god. I want a legendary out of here. I know we got the volcano last time, but it wasn't out of here. Oh, what's this? Immunity to corrosive damage. That's not something you see in higher levels. Those are kind of rare, I think, actually, once the higher up you get. I know early game you can find quite a bit of them, but 221. I feel like Mr. Krabs. Give it up for Dave, 43. I always get a kick out of watching, so we have all the old SpongeBob DVDs from when we were kids. I always get a kick out of watching them because they always have the Nickelodeon advertisements in them. And it's like, oh, you can buy SpongeBob's Volume 1 through 3 on VHS. Forget how old SpongeBob is sometimes, but I'm like, I have never seen in the wild. I mean, I might have when, you know, we were actually kids and my parents took us out to like a Walmart or something, but I mean, I obviously wasn't looking for them, but I'm sure they existed there. But since then, I have not seen a SpongeBob VHS out in the wild. I don't know if they're actually rare or not. Dexitus doesn't even drop anything good and requires you to run across all the corners of the map and waste 100. Oh, he's the guy from the Hammerlock DLC, isn't he? Yeah, the Hammerlock DLC kind of sucked in a great many ways. I mean, it gave you the Twister, but it's not like that's an easy gum to obtain anyway, which is impossible to obtain on the Vita, since we didn't get that DLC, thank God. Yeah, Dexy is terrible raid boss. Yeah, he's the giant spider-looking thing, isn't? Or not spider. I don't know what species he is, but like the praying mantis-looking legs. He's the big guy. You have to like shoot him in the eyes to kill him. I watched a video of somebody. It was like, can you beat Borderlands, but every enemy spawns in as like a boss? So like randomly you just get a Dexy spawn in and you'd be level 1 and good luck trying to kill him. That was a fun challenge to watch the guy do, but my god, that it'd take him forever to actually accomplish. You're pretty much fucked early game unless you find an infinity. But I mean, I guess the good thing of having every enemy be a boss is that you have a bunch of dedicated drops that you can kind of get. And because enemies spawn in so frequently like that, you have a good chance of getting them. You don't even really need to farm. Mr. Actus, welcome, my friend. How are we tonight? Oh, missed things. Only drop you would want is the chopper. For some reason, you deal more damage to him if you have more grenade damage. Oh, is he more susceptible to explosive damage? You think? Hey, I fell asleep at your stream last night. No worries, my friend. I didn't stream last night, so I'm not sure what you were watching. Are you talking about the VR stream? So we did do one of those, Borderlands 2, on the PSVR. It's fun. We'll continue to do some of that throughout the school year whenever I get time. Like I said, I'm thinking Wednesday night is probably gonna be the night for streaming throughout the week, and then the weekends, if I'm not going up to my fiance's school. She's moving away for the school year. She's in a different program, so that's gonna be difficult to do. It's never easy. We did that for like our first year of university and college, and that's incredibly hard to get over. Alright. No gun. I'm more enthralled to find the guns that you guys want me to find now more than the Sham. No. Oh, what are you? Malawan! I forget that you're a manufacturer in this game half the time. I haven't seen one Hyperion... Oh, there we go. Never mind. Practical apparatus. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for a, thinking. That's what you said it was, right? Thinking. And Anatopnia. When was the VR stream? What's the gun today? The VR stream was 2 nights ago. Because Ben came down for a visit. And then, the gun today we're looking for is a thinking? I think that's the only one that we were asked about, unless my memory is just completely shot. Yeah, Hyperion shotgun, Hyperion barrel, so the thinking, and the Topneo. The Topneo is just the thing we're always just constantly looking for, because good luck finding that. But, yeah. You have a request, Mr. Actus? See if I can remember those 2 things. The thinking. Or we didn't find the synergy last time either. I forgot about that one. So, I guess we already have 2 guns that we're looking for, but I don't know. Doesn't matter. Just drop a request in case it... That's the whole point of watching. Having an interactive audience. Ugh. Failed. I was gonna say, should we switch the mission? But we saw... Actually, no, we haven't... We haven't seen a Sham with this mission equipped, so maybe it's bad luck. Hyperius the Invincible. That should fancy our chances better, maybe. Might be merciful and be satisfied with a non-slag top. Oh, yeah. How merciful of you, Mr. Dima. If we see any Topnia, you just have to be happy with it, I think. The chances of finding just one... If it happens to be slag, then, like, hallelujah. Hell, what are you doing on my floor? Get away. Ow. Refill shield. Oh, I don't think I slagged him. He's not taking the proper amount of damage. There we go. You know you're doing good damage when the game lags. Actually, you know what? The Vita version just lags no matter what you do, so I take that back. The Moloko gun is a Vladov sniper, same way as the rocket launcher. You guys are just making me look for impossible things at this point. It's called a Moloko, though? Moloko? Where the hell are these guys? They're all underneath me. There's a moth at the window. Actually, the window's open this time because it's cool outside. It was like 15 degrees today. It was nice. Please? Oh, same rarity, okay. Wait, you said same rarity? You mean, it's an E-Tech rocket launcher? Drop a thing! What are you? Nothing. Gotta keep an eye on that for that guy. Anaconda. We found 2 anacondas. Not what we're looking for, though. It's a Vladov E-Tech sniper. Come on. I feel like an E-Tech sniper is probably, probably more common than an E-Tech rocket launcher, though. Well, I haven't seen Bunker drop one E-Tech thing at all yet, I think. Okay, nothing there. Ooh, there's a purple thing in there. accurate. Bang stick. Not seeing a thinking thing, though. Damn. I'm failing at everything. Can't even find the stuff you guys want me to find, and can't find, What if we just see it on the loading screen? Does that count? Does that count as, checking it off the list? The slag top knee, you think, what are the chances of it popping up on the loading screen? It's probably less than actually finding it. Also, can, like, this area on the loading screen, is it, I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this, but is this area actually, like, visitable? Like, can you actually get here in the game, or is this just built for the loading screen? Loading screen is half? What do you mean half? Half of what? So I need to find it twice on the loading screen for it to count, is that what you mean? It means milk in Russian. And the other Slavic languages, it's a reference to a saying that when you miss your shot, you're shooting at milk. Oh. The moloko. Shooting at milk is the saying. It's the shortened version of another saying that I don't feel like explaining. Shooting the piss, is that what you mean? Yes. Okay, I have to find it twice on the... I gotta, like, keep a list on my computer somewhere. Like, here's the guns that we also need to be looking for. My dog is very interested in your stream tonight. What's the dog's name? I'll hypnotize him. I'll get him to do my bidding, or her. Come on, man. Spawn a thing! Also, Mr. Actus, if you haven't already, I don't know if you have, we do have a channel Discord. The link is in the description. If there's, like, I don't know, you just like talking about game stuff, you can go there. Hang out. Also, if you like DS emulation or just obtaining a bunch of DS games, I found DVDs in the basement that had, like, nearly 500 DS ROMs on it that I just uploaded to a Google Drive, so... You can have access to those if you join the Discord too, if you so please. River, she's a short-haired German Shepherd, aka Crack. Nice. Beautiful. River. That's a cool name. I feel like that's not as common for a pet named River, but what do I know? We have 2 cats. We have an older one, she's 12, her name's Minnie. And we have kitten who's 6 months old, who's named Daisy. And we had another kitten, or cat, before Daisy called Preston. He made it to 7 years. Coincidentally enough, of the 3, Minnie is the biggest. Like, not fat biggest, she's just like a big cat. So I'm not really sure where she got the name Minnie, though. Because we adopted her from a lady in town who had, like, a lot of cats. One of them was named Misery, and she was just not nice to the other cats. She'd steal their food, slap them around. My god, man! We had like 2 streams of really good things, of really good RNG. And now we just don't. Liquid Sniper. Oh, that's actually a cool name. I saw Hyperion. Nope, that's not what we want, though. Mr. Mr. Fatal, welcome, my friend. If you guys see me look over the name of the gun you're looking for, you let me know, right? I'm slowly starting to forget all the names you guys have told me. Explosive spike. Oh, what's that? Blue? Is that a pearl? No. It just looks like one. Shatter your hopes and dreams. Nah. You said her name, and instead of turning your head left and right, she turned her head back to see the screen. Damn, that's insane. She knows where I am. She's got, like, echolocation or something. Ah. Well, I would like to find at least one sham yet. We went 3 hours last time and didn't find one sham. It was actually sad. I don't have a job anymore. What happened? Did you leave this job or like are you talking the framing job or are you talking the body pillow thing? Or both? I don't know. Now that there's more people in here, because I said this earlier on with nobody in here, but I'll say it again. For those who are interested in the Battlefront streams that Ben and I do for our win streak, and who aren't already in the Discord, I have a surprise for that stream tomorrow. It's going to be a PS4 camera on stream, so I can show it off. Show off the surprise. If you're in the Discord, though, you've already seen it. Hey, whoa, whoa. We don't do that here. I didn't even see him fire a shot, and I still took damage. I had to leave since university orientation is on Thursday. Oh, okay. You know what? In my entire 4 years of university, I didn't once go to orientation. I mean, I didn't live on campus, so I don't know if that, like, if you live on campus, it's more recommended that you go to orientation or what, but, like, out of my entire 4 years, not once did I go, and I did fine. Like, I don't know. If you want to be a social person in university, then maybe go to orientation. Like, that wasn't... I mean, I started going in COVID, though, so... Like... Socialization was not recommended at the time. But I mean, nowadays, if you want to be more social, it's probably a good idea too. Make some friends. For the 4 years, this probably should go. Body pillow, I have a meeting tomorrow with them. I feel like you say that every time. You got a meeting tomorrow. Send a photo of her in the Discord. Under the meme one. Ah, nice. You can see what River looks like later on. I'm going since I'm completely fucking lost. Alright, my friend. That's okay. Mr. Zach, welcome, my friend. It's been a while since we've seen you live. How's it going? To be fair, the campus that I went to was small. Like, you could walk across the entire campus in, like, 7 minutes, probably. So, oh, I thought that was a customization. Like, oh, Borderlands 3, where you find customizations on the ground instead of actual useful items. Like, the weapon trinkets are cool, but I don't want it to be a dedicated drop thing. Yo, we're finding a whole lot of fucking nothing this time. Jeez. I want a legendary out of here, too. But I don't think we're gonna get it. I had a doctor's appointment and blood test today. Damn, man. Going through it. That's okay. I'm used to all the doctors and blood test crap and everything, too. When you're diabetic, you have to go. Actually, I don't have to do blood work every 3 months anymore because I've graduated past that. I was good last time for my appointment, so I get to go every 6 months instead, which is actually way better. Way better to do it half of the time. Doesn't mean you can slack off with your health, but, you know, it just saves not having to schedule a day off of school or a day off of work to drive out into buttfuck nowhere to get my blood work done. Do you have AIDS? Why is that your first thought? That's your first assumption. Bro goes to the doctor. He's got AIDS. I've been really tired and exhausted lately. No energy plus constant headaches. Oh, damn. Okay, so it's like an actual, not a checkup doctor appointment. It's like a concerned doctor appointment. Okay. I hope you're alright, my friend. Maybe it's just like the weather change. Oh, wait, no. I forgot you live in Australia. I was gonna say, it got really cool here the last couple days, so maybe that messes with your head, but I don't... Does it ever get cold in Australia? Is that a stupid question to ask? Is that just showing off how uncultured I am? Got 7-8 hours sleep every day, too. Okay. So it's not like oversleeping, because I know if you oversleep, like, you sleep like 10 hours or something. If you're lucky, then you can feel tired when you wake up. We got Mr. Fatal has upgraded to Dr. Fatal, and he's asking the important questions. Hope the holiday went well. Oh, it did. The cottage trip was splendid. We had a good time. The weather was really nice. There was a bunch of turkey vultures in the backyard the one day, though, and I'm not sure why, because nothing was dead. Like, 15 of them were there. And, like, they were walking on the roof, because they're big birds. And the roof is, it's a bungalow, so it's just one story. So the roof is, like, right there. And, yeah, you could hear them, like, pitter-pattering up on it. I don't know what they were doing. Like, we left to go into town that day as well. Came back, like, a couple hours later, and they were still there. They were hovering around the yard and, like, touching down all day. And then the next day they were gone. Not one had come back, so I'm not entirely sure what they were looking for. But, oh well. We didn't get eaten, so I guess that's a plus. The good Dr. Fatal. My Nintendo Switch is going well. Oh yeah, that's right, you got the Switch. That's going well. What games, I can't remember if I asked you or if you said what games it came with, because you said it came with, like, 3 games, right? I was about to change the run number, just because I know. I just want to see 1, please. Just so I know it's real! Man. Another widow. Oh! I don't know what the top Neo looks like, but I thought that was it. It was purple. Wasn't an E-Tech purple, but sometimes the colors can mishmash on the Vita version. They're not entirely accurate. Surgical Terror. I feel like that should be Mr. Fatal's tagline if he ever becomes a doctor. Surgical Terror, what are you? Nothing. Nothing of note. Okay, fine. I won't. 225. Smash Bros, Mario Kart, and FIFA. Damn, okay. Got, I mean, FIFA's FIFA, but Smash Bros is pretty fun. I remember my brother and I, we were kids. Can't remember where we got it from, probably EB Games. We got Smash Bros for the Wii. We had so much fun playing that. And I remember when we got the Wii U, and eventually once we got our 2DS's, we got Smash Bros for both of those. But I thought it was like the coolest thing ever that the Wii... Because I'm pretty sure the Wii U version supports the most controller options to play. I don't know what the Switch one, like how it works with controller compatibility, but the Wii U had the Wii Remote, the Wii Classic controller, the Wii Pro controller, the Wii U Pro controller, the GameCube controller, the gamepad, and the 3DS you could use as a controller. Like, that's like seven different controller options. That's insane. It had like 8-person local multiplayer too, I think, but like, to think almost everybody who could play with a different type of controller is insane. Or I guess you could. Wii Remote with a nunchuck. That could be like... Could that be 8? Could you play Smash Bros with just like the Wii Remote, like, flipped sideways? Is that an option? I don't know. It's been a while since I played. I love EB Games. I love EB Games too. They just changed it back to EB Games in Canada. They were GameStop for a while, but then they reverted back to EBS Games, which is cool. I mean, they still sell the same product, so it's not like much has changed, but, you know, it's just cool to see the name that bestowed your childhood with many gaming memories come back. Mr. Boomer, welcome, my friend. I think, are you new? You might be new to the channel. How's it going, my friend? I'm still trying to keep in the back of my head who's new and who's returning. We've got a lot more viewers since when we first started, so I wholeheartedly appreciate that, but I'm trying to keep track of everybody's names. Pocket Card Jockey was so good on the 3DS. I didn't play that. I mean, I loved my 2DS, but like I got it when I was early teen years, kinda. So, I mean, I loved Mario Kart, but I remember playing a lot more on the DS before, and then eventually I got my Vita and kind of resorted to that. What's up? Not much, my friend. We're just farming for a 94 Sham on the Vita version. Whether or not that's a good idea, we're still deciding. Got the physical version of Borderlands 2 for the Vita, the cartridge. I don't think he dropped anything again. My god. Do I have to, like, visit a shrink or somebody to convince me to keep doing this? Or a fortune teller? So they can conjure it up? Man. You know what? I'm gonna become a doctor and move to Ontario. Then when you need surgery, I'll say surgical terror fatal reporting for duty before I put you under. I laugh. I laugh in concern. I've only ever needed surgery once in my life, and I probably wouldn't even, like, consider it surgery, but I had 2 teeth on my bottom jaw that, they were 2 baby teeth. Like, they hadn't fallen out, and I was, like, 13 or 14 by this point, so they should have fallen out by then. But they had, like, actually fused to my jaw, so it's a good thing the dentist, because they were going to pull them. And it's a good thing the dentist realized, because they were, like, if they tried to pull them, they would have pulled the whole bottom of my face off. But no, so I had to get surgery, so I had to cut it open and remove them. And then my teeth are fine. Personally, I'm thinking about buying Borderlands 4. I mean, if you enjoy. I pre-ordered Borderlands 4. I kind of hate that it comes out September 12th, because I had the entire summer to play it. And going to teacher's college, I just know I'm not going to have any time for it. It'll still be fun to have, like, you know, play on the weekend maybe, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm honestly looking forward to it. The character backstories look really cool. The big guy, Amon or whatever his name is, he looks pretty sick. I don't know. I'm just excited for it. I've tried to keep away from looking at any footage of it because I kind of want to experience even the little details of it for myself. For the first time. Yeah, I'm excited if you do a VR version of this. The VR version of the Sham farm. We'll get there eventually. Once we but we'll have to wait a little longer for that because we got 11 more levels we'll have to do on there. Folks, please support me by smashing the like button. Mr. Zach, you flatter me. Hang on. I'm not ignoring. Nah, he's not doing the easy one. I really want to get an on-level infinity so we can shred him even faster. I keep saying I'm gonna do that, yet I don't want to leave this area because I hate fighting through it on the Vita. To get back up here, it takes longer than it actually should. We seem to be doing okay here, though. No! Support me by buying my body pillows. Personally, I'm thinking whether Boar would kill the bunker or the Vita. We have a Mr. Honest Liar who has graciously provided his presence to play pretty much the entire TVHM and UVHM of this on the channel. He played with us, so we got the full multiplayer experience. He has a max level 0, and I'm sure he's got all the points spec'd into Boar to make it hurt anything and everything around it. He could probably do it. I don't have a max level 0 for the Vita, unfortunately. Might pre-order, not gonna lie, but I'm thinking about the Siren. What was special about her? Was she the girl that was, like, used to work in a diner or something? Was that her backstory? I very briefly, other than Amon, I very briefly watched, the backstories. I didn't watch the ex-soldier guy. I kind of want to play as him. I like his blades. It reminds me of, like, the Predator from Alien vs. Predator with his wrist blades and everything. He's looking like my favorite, but I probably wouldn't mind doing an Amon playthrough either. Why, Mr. Fatal? Why? I would assume if you did bore on here, it would probably murder the Vita, considering it can crash, like, actual PC hardware. Like, opening your inventory in the wrong spot will crash the Vita version. Pausing the game after playing for like half an hour will crash the Vita version. And I'm not kidding. It's happened. We've been playing. And you just see it happen. That's why in certain areas, like the what's it called? The wildlife preservation, because that's a bigger map, right? Like you get through that once you get past a certain point in the map, you cannot open your inventory or pause the game. You need to have your loadout ready before then, otherwise the game will crash and you'll have to start all the way back at the beginning of the map. It's annoying, but it forces you to play a different way. She worked in retail and it was enough for her to activate her powers. Really? That seems, I mean, no shade on the Siren character, but like, that seems kind of lame compared to some of the other characters and their backstories. I'm sure she'll be fine. I'm sure they reworked the Siren more for Borderlands 4. Because I didn't play as the, whatever her name was in Borderlands 3, the six-armed mutant spider siren girl. Apparently she wasn't a huge favorite for people to play as. Like, definitely not as popular as Maya or Lilith, but I'm sure she's still fine. But I didn't play as her. I played as Zane, and I'm really happy I did. I love the whole shield aspect of them, but kind of wish the multiplayer worked better on console, so you could actually use the shield in a way that it was kind of more maybe designed for. Made by Italians, considering how much spaghetti there is in the code. Wait, like the Vita code you're talking about? We had someone, another viewer, a while ago, Mr. Strange. We got 59 people in here. Holy crap. That is 2 off from the record, actually, and we're like not even an hour in. That's insane. You're making me smile. Appreciate all you guys. Appreciate all you guys coming out here and watching me mentally fall apart while trying to find this shield. But, yeah, we had someone, I think his name was Mr. Strange. We had 2 Stranges, but I think it was a Mr. Strange. He was looking at the Vita code, because he was looking at trying to mod it, I think. And he said it was kind of weird the way it was put together, but I wouldn't be shocked, considering I assumed they had to kind of pull off a lot of shit to make it run on here properly. Well, properly at all. As much as you want to shit on game optimization and how this version's probably not well optimized, this is, without a doubt, one of the most well-optimized games for a handheld out there, I think. Considering the fact that it runs at all is a testament to its optimization. Because I said earlier again, one day, because we have the physical version of the game, we're playing on the cartridge, you can see the patch notes. Like when you just put it into your system for the first time, you can see the patch notes, and you can choose not to update. And it got like a lot of stability patches, and apparently was also like one of the patches enabled the extra 64 megabytes of VRAM too, which I don't know why you wouldn't be using the full thing anyway. She was just boring. I played her all the way to level cap. Oh really? Just boring? She had like a smash move, right? With her arms. I played as Zane. Nice. Oh, I love the... I didn't even realize what your profile picture was. Who you calling Pinhead? I say I'm Dirty Dan. Screaming will get you nowhere. Okay, maybe I'll change the active mission. We have seemingly got nothing with having to defeat Hyperius the Invincible, so we'll just do this one again. I don't know. It's most definitely a placebo effect, just changing the mission and hoping that you get different items. I just want to see one Sham. We had a stream where we got like 2 or 3 shams in one run, or in one stream. And then sometimes we just get streams with no shams. We got bunker SMGs, but we're like probably close to like 1 point or 2% or 1.7% drop rate right now, compared to the actual 3% it is on the Vita to get a sham. I don't know if that's like, is the 3% drop chance the same on any console or any port of the game? Or is the Vita version just special for that? Mow him down! Boom! My favorite type of boss kill. Face McShooty's mission for maximum luck. I think we already did Face McShooty. Surprisingly enough, Face McShooty, you can't actually do the mission. Like, I know, like, Jolts, he likes to, I'm pretty sure every big Borderlands streamer, you know, you go up to the bunker tower and snipe him from there, right? I don't think you can do that on the Vita version, unfortunately. Please don't kill me. Oh! You can't do that on the Vita version. He's rendered... We have officially hit a new record for consecutive viewers. 63 people, that's ridiculous. He's rendered in all the way up, and this is what baffles me about this version of the game, is that the draw distance is ridiculous for being a handheld version of the game. Like, you can be all the way up at the bunker tower and still see... Like, you can see him moving, and you can see his health bar for Face McShooty. But bullets don't travel that far on this version, so he's not killable from there, unfortunately. Something tells me the sham is a myth. Like, we found shams. I'm not, like, fucking around here. We have a sham. The 87's the highest percent we have. Come on, menu, please load down. Thank you. Oh, there's the bone shredder, by the way. It just has no texture. I'm just going to keep this in the Lyuta spot just to show it off. But the bone shredder on the Vita, for whatever reason, just didn't get the texture. And so when you hold it in your inventory, and it's not a bug for, like, this run. There's the sham, 87. It's not a bug for this run. Every single time you get this gun, it just doesn't exist. You can shoot it and everything. But it's the Schizo bone shredder. Unique. What I saw from her abilities I really liked. Well, that's good. Again, I've tried to stay away from... I know there's, like, some new things in Borderlands 4 that you probably have to get used to. But, I'm sure I'll adapt. What the hell is that? Bullets go fasterified. Accurate. That's a lot of name. Vita friends are coming online. It's a monumentous occasion. Amazing. But yeah, there's so many. If you've never played the Vita version, and I would say go here or go there to learn more about it, but unfortunately there's just very little of the Vita version out there on YouTube, at least to the extent that you'd want to, like, maybe see it, right? Like, because I'm sure there's a few different playthroughs from, like, 10 years ago of people just, you know, playing through the first little bit of the game and then that's it. But what I wanted to do with this series initially was to play it as much as we can, to see and uncover as much as we can of this version on legitimate Vita hardware. We're playing on a PlayStation TV because that's the only way I can get video capture out of it. But, like, it's genuine Vita hardware. We're not playing on a modded system, so we're not getting any kind of performance enhancements with the overclocking or anything. Like, this is how it ran back in the day. And just to kind of see if the game was, like, beatable. And we found, when we were playing in UVHM on the multiplayer, and there's only 2-player multiplayer on the Vita, there's no 4. When you get to Brick's initiation, you cannot get past that part multiplayer. It's impossible. We tried a couple of different times. Like, you can kill all the guys, but once you kill them all and it switches to the cutscene of him, like, grabbing the thing and then jumping down, it freezes every time on multiplayer. So Up until that point, you can technically play the entire game multiplayer, which is a little unfortunate, but I mean, you can get past it just by, like, putting it to single player and then you can get through it. So it's not a huge deal, but if you're somebody who wanted to see, is it fully completable doing X, Y, Z, then multiplayer, unfortunately, it is not. But it's not a huge deal. Also, multiplayer, the higher difficulty you do with multiplayer, the worse the performance gets. Like, it significantly dips, especially in the really crash-prone areas, like Iridium Blight and Sawtooth Cauldron is almost unplayable. Or unbeatable, actually. So many times we would do the final objective there, like the final story objective, and, you know, you have to jump off the buzzard's nest and then run all the way to the entrance, right? And I mean, sure, you can trigger a save point before then, but if you're just jumping off, you kind of just want to make a beeline for the fast travel. The game will crash as soon as you trigger that save station, and it won't count. So you have to do the whole objective again. And it's not like, oh, you can kind of save yourself by, you know, just loading the game from scratch and then doing that mission and only that mission. That's what we were doing. Like, it doesn't have any extra crap loaded in for other maps or anything, because the Vita version will do that. Will do that. If you have items, like, you know, you've killed somebody and he drops a gun or something in one map and then you transfer to another map, that original gun will stay loaded in RAM. So you can go back and actually still get it. Which amazes me for this port. There's so many things that they could have done to save resources that they just didn't. Like the draw distance for some reason. I don't know. Can you come up, please? I don't develop games, so maybe there's just, like, something in Borderlands code where, like, the draw distance or the render distance or whatever has to remain at a certain value. Can you stop bombing me, please? Fuck are you doing, man? You're dead. Get up here. This isn't fair! Oh my god. Dude! What do I do? Oh, you motherfucker. I'm not even gonna worry about a second win, because I don't want to have to kill you twice. Actually, wait. Ah, damn. That's okay, that just means we won't get to max money, quicker. We'll hold- oh! We got the respawn when he's shooting all of his things!
If any idiot ever tells you that life would be meaningless,
617,000. Oh no, that's 6.1 million bucks. Damn, it's like a real hospital. Video game immersion. The one thing that I did notice when we were playing the VR port of Borderlands is that the respawn animation's actually instant. There's no warp tunnel that you have to worry about. It's just like... It's just, you know, you die, your screen goes, like, slowly gets dark, and then you just kind of respawn and you're good to move. Like, you don't need to wait. There's no grace period. I mean, not that it really helps, but I mean, if you're somebody who wants to, like, get up and go. And I assume if you download the PC version of Borderlands 2 VR and, you know, have an SSD and everything, then you'll be able to load maps in instantly, and pretty much there's no waiting around no matter what you do, even if you die. But most people just save quit anyway. It's faster to save quit and reload than to wait for the dying animation to play out. I can't remember, did they fix... The one thing that I did see about Borderlands 4 is that well, there's no loading screens. The warp tunnel, when you die, takes, like, a long time, like over 30 seconds. I can't remember if they showed off gameplay of that, like, in a later build, where they had fixed the warp tunnel to, like, a few seconds, or, like, maybe 10. I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't really care that it takes 30 seconds after you... We got 78 people in here. What the hell? Damn, that number jumped up. I'm not sure. Like, I don't care if it takes that long, right? I'm not somebody who needs instant load times per se. I don't want to be sitting here for like 3 minutes while my game loads, mind you, but I also don't really care if it's 30 seconds. I feel like a lot of people who are maybe older gamers who came from PS1, PS2 era of gaming, you don't mind load screens because, you know, that's kind of just what you're used to. Having faster load screens is nice, and faster load times is nice. But, like, it's not a deal breaker. It's not something that you're, you know, willing to stop playing a game over kind of thing, right? I will say, for the smaller areas of Borderlands 2, this port loads them respectably quick, with all, everything taken account for. It's not fast, definitely not fast by today's standards with the PCs that some people have. But, you know, they were loading screens designed to be looked at. Like, you know, they put the hints in there so you have something to do while you wait for the game to load. And the guns, having the guns on the menu was, or on the loading screens was also pretty cool. To see some of the models that they have, and the gun models are decently textured on the Vita version. They're not, I mean, some of them just have some weird lighting issues, like the Slaga. Did pre-sequel get a No, sir, the pre-sequel did not get a Vita port. That game struggled to run on the best of times on the PS3 and 360, depending on the area that you were in. So, no, it did not get a Vita port. And I don't even think Borderlands 1 would maybe have even gotten a Vita port. Because there's some areas that are, like, pretty large for that one, too. I don't know. Part of my mind tells me that when they were making Borderlands 2, they had a Vita port in mind. So, because some of the areas are, like, relatively small, considering Borderlands 1 stuff. Oh my god. Drop something, dude. Might just have to go back to the original mission, because that's just the only time we were actually getting drops. What was I saying? Yeah, Borderlands 2, I have a feeling they had it in mind when they were making the game for the Vita. But, I don't know. I don't know for sure. That could just mean anything. But, I don't know. You can still technically play the pre-sequel on the Vita. You just have to do it through remote play. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to restart the game, see if that changes our RNG at all, and then try again. But, I really wish the pre-sequel got a VR version, though. I feel like of any Borderlands game, and don't get me wrong, I love the Borderlands 2 VR, but Borderlands pre-sequel VR would go insane, because there's so much jumping. You get the zero gravity mechanic would be so cool in VR. But, unfortunately, I'm just guessing, A, because the pre-sequel wasn't terribly popular, and B, Borderlands 2 VR wasn't terribly popular. It didn't even get a multiplayer mode. There's a train. Pre-sequel's so fun to play, just the lack of endgame content bums me out. Yeah, that was what a lot of people complained about, and same with Borderlands 3. It didn't really have a lot in the way of endgame stuff. And even Wonderlands, I think Wonderlands was the worst example for that. But, you know, hopefully they learn. I mean, they've said for Borderlands 4, there's endgame stuff, there's dedicated drops, there's all that. So, and there's, you know, the DLCs that are also coming out, which we have no idea what they have in stock for that. So, I'm hoping that buying the super deluxe version, that it's some kind of discount when all things are considered with the DLC. Like, I would assume Mr. Skycat, what's going on? 88 watching? What do you mean 88? I see 78. 80, is it 88? I gotta wait for my end to, damn. That's actually insane. We crushed the previous record. Oh my god. 88? Holy crap. I would throw up. You'd be surprised. I think the worst thing about Borderlands 2 VR is just the driving. It's very apparent that the game was not designed for VR. When 90? No, you guys are insane. Oh my god. It's very apparent that the game was not designed for VR when you look at the driving mechanic. It doesn't matter how much vignette they put around it. It's so fast, it's just nauseating. 90. 90, 89. I see 91 on my end. Oh my god. No way. You guys are insane tonight. Damn. Mr. Unwanted, or Mr. or Mrs. Unwanted Desire, welcome, my friend. How are we doing tonight? Hope it doesn't bite me back when I buy the deluxe version. I bought the super deluxe version. In Canada, that's $178 before tax. Mr. Killzone, ahoy, ahoy to you, my friend. Damn. What's going on, everybody? Borderlands 4 needs to be as good as Borderlands 3 at the end of life. I don't know. Like, Borderlands 3 gunplay, the gameplay was fun. I liked it. It was a more refined version of Borderlands 2, and it needed to be. If it was to be a good game, it needed to be. Not to say that there's anything, like, wrong with Borderlands 2 gameplay, it's just that it's a relic of its time. Like, it's good for its time, and it's easy to kind of come back to and, you know, get the hang of, but you can't make a game 7 years later with the same kind of loop, right? Mr. Kilroy, welcome, my friend. You're also new too. We're getting a whole bunch of new people tonight. Hang on. I see the chats coming in. I'm scared to pre-order Wonderlands. Wonderlands hurt me too much. Oh man. I bought Wonderlands for the PS4. I didn't pre-order it, thankfully, and I just bought, like, the base version, but it's still unopened. It's still in the wrapper. So I'm debating on whether or not I actually just want to play it, or whether I should just leave it unopened, and maybe then I can sell it for $10. New in box. Me when GST taxes. Yeah, I know. Like, my fiance got me a... He still got health! She'd gotten me a $100 Amazon gift card for my birthday, and she's like, use it towards your game. And I'm like, oh, I will. She knows I want it to. And, I told her after, I'm like, okay, after using the gift card, the total was $91. Like, it's ridiculous what games cost nowadays. But, I mean, it's the Super Deluxe Edition, sure. That one annoyed me. The framing was bad at launch, and the PC port was poorly optimized. Are you talking Wonderlands or Borderlands 3? Because I thought there was a lot of hype around Borderlands 3. Like, it wasn't really until, like, people started getting their hands on the game that they kind of were like, okay, what are we doing here? Right? Like, I don't know. Wonderlands was okay, but it was just... Oh, my chats are cut off. It was just okay. I've seen clips of Wonderlands. Like, how the drops worked, though, like, there was something weird with how the drops worked, wasn't there? Like, it was a weird system that they had implemented. Like, you had to be over a certain level before you could start getting... like, certain guns or something. Is that how it worked? Wait 1,000 years and you'll get $11. Yeah. I'll wait, like... 3.1 million years and Wonderland's sealed will be a down payment on a house. Mr. Strange! No way! How are you? It's been forever! We were just talking about you earlier, actually. How's it going, my friend? You're in time to see the new channel high of viewers consecutively. I'm still showing 91 on my end. I don't know if it's gone down or not, but I know my end kind of takes a second to update. But you're not missing out on Wonderlands. It's kind of buns. Yeah. Wonderlands was cool until Chaos 50. Chaos 50? What is that? Borderlands 3. Okay. The BL3 hype was palpable. The VIP program was goated. Been quite a while, yeah. I wasn't 94. My God, Mr. Cat, Mr. Sky Cat, welcome. Or were you already here? My apologies. I don't know. I wasn't like. I mean, I liked Borderlands 2 by the time Borderlands 3 came out, but I wasn't as enthralled in it as I am now, per se. So, but I remember people were excited for it. I know I was excited for it because it was before I kind of knew what it was, but that's everybody, right? Everyone should hit the like button, damn. I'm doing good, how about you? And you're almost 100 viewers? I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. And we still haven't found one sham yet. At least today. We found 6 in total, but you know, we're due for a few shams if we're staying in that 3% drop chance. So I'm hoping we, he's been doing this phase a lot, too. He hasn't been doing the where I can just kind of shred him with the infinity pistol. Which kind of sucks. I mean, this doesn't take too long, but the infinity pistol's more fun to... 99? My thing still shows 91. My thing is so delayed. Why am I even trying to melee you? Meleeing in Borderlands 2 VR is actually fun, though. You can do double hand meleeing, and there's pretty much no cooldown for it, so you can just kind of go gung-ho. 101! I'm seeing 101 on my side, oh my god. Thank you, everybody. Oh my god, I gotta take a screenshot of this, hold on. Oh my god. Oh my god. You guys are amazing. I'm literally gonna be doing nothing all day except playing Team Fortress 2. Good man. What more do you need to do? Oh my god. That is actually insane. Imagine we find the 94 sham with everybody here. Maybe that's what it's just gearing up to be. One sham would be nice, but like, you know, the sham... Maybe it's just the universe saying, you know what, we'll make him suffer and then we'll just drop the one. It's not dropping up there, right? I stopped checking up here. Mr. Kevin, what's going on, man? I was auto-sent here from a New Vegas vid. I'll hang around. On New Vegas vid. Auto-sent? I mean, maybe I'm gambling away my, my life by playing this game, so maybe that's why it's, related. I'm not sure, but I'm all for it. Welcome, my friend. I stopped checking things up here because I was pretty sure he didn't drop stuff up there. Now I'm having second thoughts again. Maybe he's like, I don't know, in some loop. Man. YouTube algorithm giveth. Yeah, really. Just look it up and it'll be the last thing Bunker 3 spits out. I know. It's like we've had shams, we've had bunker SMGs, we've had all the customization things drop. It's just that sometimes, because the Vita has a weird drop pattern, and I think it has to do with the frame rate, because I mean, you've obviously been able to tell. It lags when he starts shooting everything out, and I think, and Borderlands 2, it's a weird game, because frame rate matters a lot with the functionality of the game. Like when you're trying to get into Sanctuary and your frame rate is higher than 60 or something, the Jessup takes forever to open the gate, and it's all frame rate based. And same with this, if the frame rate's lagging like crazy, his drop pattern is different. Like on every other version of the game you play, his drop pattern is not like it is on the Vita. It's more randomized. And that might also just be the result of the Vita's lack of processing power. You know. I was sent here from a new SpongeBob gameplay demo, really? God damn. People are coming from all sorts of likes of the world, and I'm all for it. Ah, okay, makes sense. Yeah. I mean, you know, maybe looking up's the better option. We'll try that this time, maybe. Maybe looking up will spare us some frames, and then he'll shoot it out or something. I wanted a Vita so bad when they came out. Big RAC fan. Just never was able. Yeah, I remember wanting a Vita a lot when I kind of heard about it, just because, like, it just looked so cool. It looked so futuristic. Dual analog sticks and the... I mean, I didn't know what OLED technology was at the time, but I'm glad I know what it is now. I love my OLED Vita so much. I'm a color guy. I love, like, bright, vibrant colors, even if means I have to, like, oversaturate it. Back up, sir. Even if it means I have to, like, crank up saturation on my TV or something. I just love colors. But I mean, you know, I'm happy that I have one now. I didn't get it in its heyday, per se. But, like, you know, I was gonna say it's cheaper to get them now, but it's really not. They're like MSRP, if not a little more expensive, depending on the condition that you want. Alright, let's look up. See if that helps. The frame rate is better when you look up, so. I have a retro video game collect. Oh, I'm missing things. Yeah, one time on PC, just took 10 minutes to open the door. I was playing at 400 FPS. Good lord. Yeah, see, some things get dropped up here. I just don't know if they're, like, money that just gets left up there, or if it's just not, I don't know. We've seen Shams drop, so I like, know it's possible. Hello? The Schizo guns have returned. The Schizo Vault Hunter, that'd be a cool power to have. Retro game collection. Hey, I still want a Vita. Same, Boomer had one just for this game. I loved it. Weird Kevin, I have a Pikachu Game Boy with box. Oh, nice. What happened? I have all the OG handle except the Game Boy Micro, the 3DS XL, and 2DS, and Vita. I have a 2DS. We have a couple 2DSs, actually. My brother and I both got one at some point. I love the 2DS. I know it's not, like, the most portable thing ever, because it doesn't fold, but, like, it's so comfortable. It's so comfortable to actually use. Can we get one cool thing, please? Like, just something. Oh, I forgot to change my mission. Uh-oh. I'll change it back to the story mission. Maybe that'll help us out. 104. My god. 105. Even better. God damn. Mr. Zach, are you seeing this? Are you still here? Say a Boomer, but it's a good color with Pikachu. I remember my uncle had a Game Boy Advance. Me and my siblings played the heck out of Mario 3 on it. Everybody's reminiscing. It's amazing. 3DS XL with the NES color scheme. That one was so rare. At least here. Like, I don't ever remember actually seeing that one on the shelf. Was it a special edition, or was that, or am I thinking of like the Famicom one? Or did that one even come out? I seem to remember like a Famicom version of the 3DS XL, but maybe I'm mistaken. Remember when the 2DS was a joke when announced? Yeah, I remember that. Everybody was like the 1DS, where it was just a piece of paper and people would just be folding it like crazy. I remember, I have a vivid memory of some YouTube video with that thumbnail of the 1DS. I had a 2DS as a kid, and my stupid ass threw it out because the screen was broken. Oh, Mr. Sky. Oh, we can't forgive you for that. What are you talking about? I know. There's so many things from our childhoods, I feel like you never know. I mean, as a kid, obviously you'll never know. Like, the toys that you have, you never know that they're gonna, like, jump up in value, but as a parent, or as, I'm not a parent yet, as, like, you know, somebody who will become a parent at some point, now that I know that, like, the toys from my childhood just went up in price, especially the technology, I'm like, okay, when I buy my kids stuff, maybe I'll buy a second one in box and then just hide it away forever so it just jumps up in value. Can we get this guy some subs for the Vita grind? My god. You guys are too kind. It's amazing. It's his school night too, so it's insane. Alright, he's loading. I can read some chats. There is a Famicom version. Almost 30 and I will never let go of my physical media. Never. I am a huge physical media guy. I love my DVDs, I love my VHS, I love my Blu-rays. I love my physical video games. Like, there was a time when digital games were a convenience, and also back before they put taxes on digital video games. Like, a 1999 video game was 1999. It wasn't 20 whatever it is. Like, I don't understand how you can tax a digital good. I honestly don't. It doesn't physically exist, so where does the tax come from? I don't know. There's actually a lot of chats coming through. I'm not used to having this many chats come in. I apologize if I'm missing some of them. My little chat window is so is so small. I have to scroll and scroll down through it to actually see things. Wait. Wait. Don't turn around. Oh. Can you kill Bunker if I were to, like, shoot the power loader and 360 him? Or just, like, ricochet the bullet off? Would that kill him? Remember I took my 2DS to school and someone pushed me and oh, that sucks. I always remember, like, trying to sneak out a game console to school. Those were, like, the best times if you didn't get caught. God damn it. Dad tossed my childhood GameCube out recently. It was my last childhood. Oh, man, it was an accident. It still stings, though. Design of the new 2DS XL I prefer over the base 2D. I got my mom a 2DS XL because she really loved, like, I gave her my 2DS after because she wanted something to do while we had my grandma living with us because she had very severe dementia. So it was a distraction for her. So I gave her my original 2DS, and she played the ever-living shit out of the Animal Crossing game for it. And I remember we bought her the 2DS XL because it had, like, the bigger screen, so she wouldn't have to strain her eyes as much, right? Then we got her a Switch for that Animal Crossing game, and she's currently playing the shit out of that one. I would cry. Maybe it's because it's too similar to the 3DS. My Pokemon cards, I have all of the black. My sis works at a retro game store. Emerald was on sale for $200. Sale for $200? Good lord. Our childhood is valuable. I want to put that in my classroom. In quotes. It can mean so many different things. Money-wise and just, you know, emotionally, mentally, childhood is valuable. That's an insane quote, Mr. Kevin. I thought he missed Bunker reading chat. It makes the grind easier. We literally have GST taxes here. I hate them when it comes to games and movies. HST taxes are much cheaper than they are in other provinces. Yeah, we have both here too, and it kind of sucks, but I mean, when you grow up with them, you kind of get used to it. I think my next big buy would be the orange GameCube. That one looks sick. I've seen videos of that one. That one's pretty cool looking. I wish Ontario also harmonized their GST, PST taxes. It just removed the GST for games and movies. 111. I got 115 on my side. We're getting more screenshots. I'm gonna forget why I have all these screenshots in my downloads folder. Insanity. 234. What was I gonna say? There was a time though at the beginning of the year I thought that for certain goods, at least in Canada, they removed taxes. So if you were buying, and I think video games, it was like essential items, and video games counted as essential items, which I find is hilarious. But like, it was great buying a physical video game because it was just a throwback. $20 for a video game? It's just $20. Makes so much sense. I love to be quoted. Ontario has HST. Yeah, we have HST and GST. So, yeah, what a life, eh? But yeah, no, our childhood is valuable. That's going right. Whenever I become a teacher, I'm going to teachers college next week. That's the first week. So hopefully that goes all well. But I'm putting that up, a quote on the classroom. Mr. Kevin. 115 COD zombies. Is that how much it costs? I don't know, it's so weird, like, digital games compared to physical games, it's like a hit or miss nowadays, right? Like, I said this in the last stream, PS3 games, right, for example. If you go to the PS3 store and you're looking to buy PS1 games, absolutely, if you don't care about the collecting aspect, like if you're just someone who wants to play Silent Hill, for example, and you don't care about collecting it, buy it on the PS3 store, because it's like $10 digitally. And the PS3 does a great job at PS1 emulation, no matter what version of it you have, right? So, but like for other things, like we figured out Call of Duty Ghosts, it's still $60 on the PS3 store for some reason. Like absolutely, and COD 4 I think is like $50. It's something stupid. What if I break your gun for... Okay, maybe not. Just try to do things differently. I just want to see one Sham. Just want anything. Maybe I'll look away and maybe that'll do it. About to head out, got college in the morning. Alright, Mr. Boomer, was great having you here tonight. Absolutely great. Oh, we got a bunker SMG, but it's something. I'm getting bombed. Why? Stop. Where am I? The ground is falling. Flying enemies are a pain in the ass to kill in this version. If that wasn't apparent, and I don't have my sniper out anymore. Alright, he's fine. He's not gonna hurt me. We got the bunker SMG though, which is something, so I can change one thing. So last on retro handhelds, the best ever made was the SP, the charge of the backlight, the GBA cards playable. I have a Game Boy Advance SP, but not all of them came with a backlight, shockingly. Like, I don't know if the backlight models are more common than the non-ones, but like I just have a generic black SP and it does not have a backlight. Which I was kind of bummed about. But when I got it, I didn't know at the time that there was a backlight version, so it has a front lit screen, which is better than nothing, but like, I don't know, it is what it is. I'm sure you can mod one to have that. Make that quote a post on your YouTube and I'll be here forever. I'll put it in the channel description beside the never assume. Or no, that's on my Instagram, not my YouTube. I also remember my uncle had an SP with both Oracle Zelda games. I have an SP with the 4 swords. I have the... Oh, you guys are reminding me of old stuff now. On my DSi, we had a DSi XL growing up too. And I remember we downloaded the 4 Swords game on there. It was like the 30th anniversary version. I don't think you can get that anymore. But we have it on the DS still. I love that game so much. I think it was multiplayer, but I never had anyone else that I knew who had that game. I had Seasons, never beat it. No, it's part of the Zombies lore element 115. I didn't play COD, so I apologize. I didn't understand the reference. Too bad mine is modded lol if I connect the internet. RIP. I got Black Ops 3 on the PS3. Mr. Blues. I love the Mark Zuckerberg. I just saw the profile picture first when I was scrolling. What expansions are on the Vita? The Vita got it got the Oasis DLC, the Torg DLC, it got Krieg and Gage, and the Ultimate Vault Hunter Upgrade Pack 1. It did not get 2, it did not get Digistruct Peak, no Tina, no Hammerlock. So it's a hit or miss. It was a complete version of the game at some point, and then once they started kind of like moving on, then it was kind of left behind. But it's still, in its own right, it's a complete game. Like, you can have fun with it, right? Same Anthus, my bro and I went up to like Prestige 7 on it. Halo ODST Firefight was so fun. Me and my brother played it for hours. That crazy strange. I'm going to bed. Good night, Mr. Skycat. Have a great night. Thank you for joining us tonight. DSi having flip notes was the best. I missed the Hatina where you could watch other people's animations. I loved flip notes as a kid. Like, flip notes was Instagram before Instagram was full of memes, I think. Oops. I remember spending hours, once we figured out, like, once we connected the DS to the internet, having all this, and I remember you could download them too, you could have them on the SD card. And sometimes you could, if they weren't locked videos, you could download them and edit them yourself and, like, change the pitch of the voice and everything, change the speed. We still have some flip notes on one of the SD cards around here. That was the best. Can you imagine Tina was on this? I legitimately think, I think they said the main reason why, because I think Hammerlock came out before Tina, right? The main reason why it didn't get released on the Vita was because it just didn't have enough RAM. And you know what? I'm not shocked that they came to that conclusion. Considering the main game really struggles with the amount of RAM that it does have. Stick fighting was a revolutionary there. Newgrounds. Oh yeah, Newgrounds. I never really went on to Newgrounds. But the stick fighting animations were my favorite ones. They were so smooth. We saw an SMG. Oh, I didn't add it to the list. We've got 9 bunker SMGs. Come on, man. We need some shams to balance it out. I forgot Hammerlock DLC existed. Don't worry, I think a lot of people do on purpose. Yeah, I could not imagine trying to do a twister farm on the Vita trying, like, no. No, sir. That is the ultimate torture. But guess what? The Hammerlock DLC exists on the VR version of Borderlands 2, so if I'm daring, and by the time we do eventually get to that point, maybe we'll attempt that. There's a way to do that farm, like, I mean, no amount of doing that farm is gonna go quick per se, but like, you know, it's faster. Flash games were so fun back then. I loved, and it took me like years before I actually figured out how to play it again. Um, the did anybody ever play the quest for R2D2, like the Lego Clone Wars one? On it was like a Flash game. I remember playing it on. I remember playing that one, and I don't remember what this was called, but it was like a 2D kind of hub side scroller thing. Um, it was an advertisement for Lego Star Wars 3 before it came out. I remember playing that one a lot too. But I learned that you could like download Flashpoint, and it runs on Windows, and you can kind of just play any Flash game, and it has like a browser for games there too. So I was able to re-download the Quest for R2D2 and play it again, and I was so happy. All the sounds, like, you would not believe what kind of nostalgia, like, pheromone gets released in your brain when you just hear sounds from your childhood that you hadn't heard in like 15 years or something. It's insane. I own the PC version of Borderlands 2 VR. You're making me want it. You own the PC version? Mr. Marine Stranger, welcome, my friend. You're here for a record-breaking consecutive viewers night. You own the PC version. I want to get the PC version because I have the PSVR 2 headset with the PC adapter thing. I want to try it just to see what it's like compared to the PS4 version. Because the PS4 version, in its own right, is pretty decent. Streaming it can hurt sometimes, but that's more the PS4 than the actual game itself on the PS4. But, like, I kind of want to get it just to see how much better it could be. Like, performance isn't an issue on the PS4 for the VR port. It's just the, like, look of it. And maybe the controls. Not having joysticks... Uh-oh. Not having joysticks on the PSVR can get a little strange sometimes, but once you kind of get used to it, it's not terrible. You just have to get used to the fact that, oh, I want my car to go forward, point controller forward. I want it to go reverse, point it behind me. And the game just doesn't tell you how to drive either. Like, there's no control in the option that tells you how to do that. You kind of just have to figure it out yourself. I'm gonna stand over here. Maybe changing the spot where we stand will do it. I remember loving to play as Ninjago one. Oh, we had a Ninjago Flash game. I don't remember any of the Flash games. I remember I had the Lego Battles Ninjago for the DS, and then I got the Ninjroids one for the 3DS, and then the Shadow of Ronin was pretty good. I got that one for the DS and the PS Vita once that one came out. That was that era of Lego game. 126. You keep making me take screenshots of it because I feel like we're never gonna get to that total again. Oh my god. Insane. You guys are amazing. I keep saying it, but it's true. You guys are being amazing for me tonight. It's unreal. Unbelievable. Let me see here. The only browser game I ever played and still play, Dragon Fable by Artix. I don't remember that one. I don't think I ever played that one. It ran good at a higher FPS. The PS4 version, and I mean, it still baffles me that the PS4 can do VR as well as it can, right? Like, I mean, I say as well as it can. Some games hurt like crazy, like Rec Room. If you've ever played Rec Room on the PS4 for the VR, it didn't always used to be bad, but if you're not playing like the Rec Room made, like the developer made levels, it hurts. Like, and being in VR when your game is running at sub 90 frames, like if it would get down to like probably the 50s or 60s, and it hurts your eyes, it hurts your brain, and it's just stuttering and a jittering mess. But surprisingly enough, Borderlands 2 for the PS4 on the VR runs at a solid 90 frames per second. And I mean, you can't ask for more, right? And some games, like, you know, your headset, it'll track the headset at 90 frames, but your controllers won't move at 90 frames because the game is stuttering. But for Borderlands 2, it runs phenomenally. So I'm wondering how much better it would be if I like used the PSVR 2 headset to, because that one can do 120 frames, I think. So, and Borderlands 2 VR, I'm assuming, I don't know what the system requirements are. I'm assuming it doesn't require that much to get it to run properly. Considering Borderlands 2 runs on a Vita. Well, more like limps on a Vita, but you know, it gets there. It's just a little slower. It's the tortoise in the hare story, except it doesn't win at the end. The hare just crosses the finish line because it feels bad for the tortoise. Rogue Fable 3 is a fun one to play. It's on Armor Games. Armor Games, that sounds familiar. That sounds really familiar. I never had a PS4. Lol. No, never? You missed out on that whole generation of gaming, or were you just a PC guy? Oh, not the jet loaders. I'll shoot you with my invisible gun. It's not modded, it's just broken. Like the Vita version, it was neglected and just didn't get the texture added. So, yeah. What's happening? Ow. I'll kill you, I'm sure of it. Maybe. Oh, I didn't slag him. I got him. Oh, he dropped some health. Yeah, no, slag, in case you haven't noticed by this point, the slag texture was also forgotten. So you can't slag people, or you know, you can slag them. It's just there's no visual indicator of when you do, so you kind of just have to shoot for a while and hope for the best, or just get a slagga, and then you're good. Come on, man. We saw the bunker SMG drop, so we know they're not getting stuck up top. But even so, we found a world drop volcano last time. We're getting none of that this time. My buddy showed me something that actually makes me want to get a headset. A guy rigged a POV camera to a large model jet and flew IRL first. But really? Damn. I've seen people use VR headsets and like look at themselves in third person. Like I saw a guy try and build a PC. Well, because it was like some weird rig. Like he had the headset on his eyes, right? And then like hooked up to his back somewhere, he had a stick or a tripod, and the camera was up here pointing like, or it was like further back behind him because he could see himself from the back, and he had to try and build a PC that way. But that would be like, that'd be weird. Third person view, R3 view. Yeah, I went from PS3 and then my brother and I bought an Xbox One. Ouch. But he took that to college a month after we bought it, so yeah, I've been a PC guy. Okay. Video game freak, what are your thoughts on Borderlands 4? You think it's gonna be shit? I'm really hoping it's not gonna be shit. I need a new Borderlands game that I can just kind of dive into. I don't hate Borderlands 3. Like, I like going to it every now and then and, like, just starting a new character or playing the DLCs, but like, I don't want to play the game and have to tune out, like, 60% of it just to be able to kind of get through it, right? Like, I don't want to have to tune out the story to be able to enjoy it. I want the story to be an added layer of enjoyment. So I'm hoping it'll be good. I really think it'll be okay. Third-person view would be trippy. My stomach would turn over. I know. I'm not bad with motion sickness. Like, I'm used to VR stuff by this point, but, like, I feel like that would kind of put me over the edge. It's like having a dream, almost. Like a funky, lucid dream where you just kind of see yourself. The only bad part of BL3 was story and a certain character. Talking about Ava, or Lilith, or both. Lilith could be a little obnoxious in that game, but then again, she's a little obnoxious in this game too, so... I just kind of, like, they haven't said anything about Ava in the next game, so I don't know if they're just scared to mention that they put her in, or if she's just not in it at all. Which, I wouldn't be shocked if they didn't add her in, because the way that the story kind of works is that you're not on Pandora anymore, you're kind of not in that galaxy. So, it makes sense that few characters from the original universe would kind of follow them. Because I know Zane, the Siren Girl from Borderlands 3, Moxie... is that it? Is that the only people from the original kind of games? Well, I think Lilith is in this one. I don't know, because you're looking for it. Or you're looking for her. That's my knowledge from one of the gameplay clips that they showed. Like, you're searching for her. I heard the story has a bunch of political crap in it. Randy doesn't really know how to make games without worrying about the real world events. Really? It's got political stuff in it? I mean, maybe the political stuff is better than all the cringy vlogging crap that they put in Borderlands 3. Like, maybe I'll, we're at 140 viewers, Mr. Gabriel. I'm seeing 121 on my end. Well, I'll get ready to hit a new screenshot then, I guess. You guys, you shouldn't have. I don't know. I guess political events would make it feel a lot more mature then. If that's like... If I'm trying to be optimistic about it, it makes it a more mature experience. Like, you kind of feel like you're in a real world that has been affected by real world events kind of thing. You know what I mean, kind of. Borderlands 2 PC VR, all you need is a GTX 1050 Ti. Okay. I mean, that's that's a little more than what Borderlands 2 regularly is. Because, like, what was... I think the minimum CPU for Borderlands 2 is like a Core 2 Duo or something. Or a Pentium even, maybe. Like, it's not... You don't need a lot to run Borderlands 2. You do need some RAM, though. Like, it's not like you can get away with 2 gigs of RAM. I think 4 might be the minimum. Almost 150. My thing still has to update. I'll take your word for it, though, Mr. Actus. Jeez. That's insane. That's ridiculous. Absolutely insane. Where are you? Please, no! Man, he keeps doing... Oh! Where did my turret go? I threw him into the sky. Thank God it can't, like, just get stuck on the, like, the border, the world border or something, and then it just spawns out there. I suppose I have the second turret to, like, call him back, but still. Yeah, no, seeing that kind of shit in VR is actually scary. I remember in the last stream, in the last Borderlands VR stream, when we were trying to do the Assassin's mission, when I was watching it back, I wanted to see if the skyrocket would kill him in one shot. I mean, eventually it did. But, like, I didn't have my arm aimed enough, and it hit the railing, and I just see myself, like, the sheer fear in my voice as I see myself run away or try and jump out of the way of it. Hilarious. My PC is cooked for Borderlands 4, but it'll play at low settings. What's your PC specs? Yeah, I think a lot of people are like, oh, can my Steam Deck run it? And people are just looking at them like, you poor soul. I don't know, Borderlands 4 is, like, shockingly demanding. But it's running at a modified version of Unreal Engine 5, right? So, it will be... Just by default, with all the ray tracing crap, it will just be demanding. And it's just unfortunate, but... Because it's like minimum, is it minimum 16 gigs of RAM that you need? Which, like, is insane to think about. Minimum 16 gigs. And, yeah, what was the graphic? Was it a 30 series graphics card for minimum or a 20? Oh, I'm seeing 140. My goodness gracious. Yeah, I played BL2 on a GT 1030 the first time on PC. What would the Vita be equivalent to in terms of graphics cards, you think? Like a Pentium integrated graphics, or did the Pentiums even have integrated graphics? I don't think they did. Depending on how old of a Pentium you're trying to play on. I also started with a 1030, just bought old Optiplex system, dropped it in, served me well. Minimum 8 gigs recommends a 5060. Fuck off. Is that 8 gigs of GDD, like graphics RAM or like system RAM? RTX 3070, i7 11700, but my PC suffered a lot of blue screen crashes last year. Maybe get a new, or check to see how your RAM is, because like if it's not in dual channel or like triple channel, like make sure it's in the right slots. And also maybe buy a new SSD. Maybe your SSD is like failing or something. I don't know. I remember our old family PC used to blue screen a bunch, but that was because of the graphics card. And trying to run Spider-Man 3 on it was probably not a good idea to run a system from 2000. Or 2001, whenever Windows XP came out. Unreal Engine 5 is killing games, we can all agree. Yeah, it's like, it hurts. Like, even PC stuff, you need beefy PCs to actually run Unreal Engine 5 games respectably. And you shouldn't. Like, I went on a whole rant last time about that. There's something right beside me. I don't know. I see the red dot. But, like, you shouldn't need to spend over $2,000 to get your game to run respectably. And you shouldn't also have to rely on frame gens and AI to make it run well. It was never a problem before. I mean, we talked about it a lot last time. If you want to hear me rant on that, then just listen to the other farming stream. I was thinking of getting a... oh, I missed some things! Hang on! Don't launch me off the edge, please. Oh. You lived. That's a mistake. There we go. I was thinking of getting a Switch 2 for Borderlands 4 and also to play other games in the series at a higher frame rate. I would not recommend a Switch 2 for Borderlands 4. System memory, yeah, I think it's 16 gigs, but I think 90% of PC games now want 16. Oh, really? I've been out of the loop then for a while. I think my VRAM or hard drive. Yeah, even my 3070s hates Unreal Engine 5. It's, like, consoles struggle to run Unreal Engine 5 stable. So yeah, I'm not shocked that kind of lower-end GPUs now, or what's considered to be lower. I don't even know why I keep picking up Iridium. We hit full Iridium a long time ago. Please drop me something cool! You know, the Switch 2, people were kind of like getting their hands on the Switch 2 version. I know it comes out a month later, but like, is not a lot of good things are being said about the Switch 2 version of Borderlands 4. Like, it runs consistently under 30 frames per second. I'm not sure if it's running a dynamic resolution or something else, or like a fixed resolution. I don't know if it's running at 1080p. Like, it might be a dynamic res of 1080p. It's like its peak in handheld mode. It's most definitely not hitting anything above 1080p when in docked mode. I can't see it doing that. Why not use... I miss 150... My god. Damn. Why not use 0 and his bore ability to make farming faster? 2 reasons. 1, I don't have a max level 0. Or a level 61 0, because that's Vita max. And 2, I fear that boring bunker would actually blow up the system. Do you want the Vita to explode? I don't think that would be a good idea. Well, I want to see how bad it lags. I don't have one, unfortunately. 160. There was 160. Damn! Yeah, no, I don't have a max level 0 character, and I don't have one close enough to actually start this farm up. I'm sure if you know what, if somebody's in there who has a Vita and has a max level 0, you can try joining this game just to see, maybe. I don't know. See if you can bore them. I legitimately think, though, it would crash the game, or it would freeze it so much to the point where it would take several minutes for the game to kind of catch up on itself. It would most definitely make the crunchy noise that boring bunker usually makes anyway, but every sound on the Vita is pretty crunchy. They had to reduce the quality of a lot of the audio files in this version to make it fit. Like, that baffles me. I know the Switch version of Borderlands 3 was like a technical marvel with how they were able to kind of make the size, like, whatever it was, 30 gigs or something. Compared to the 100, I'm seeing 100 and oh my god. Jeez. My god, damn. I'm just gonna keep screenshotting this because I gotta show people this. This is insane. What was I saying? Oh yeah, game capacity. I think it's even more impressive because the Vita version with all the DLC installed is like 6.5 gigs. So you're turning a game on the modern, well, modern for the time consoles, it was like 35 gigs with all the DLC installed. You're turning that into a 6 gig package is insane. And I mean, it shows, though. Like, I would believe wholeheartedly that this is a 6 gig capacity version of Borderlands 2. Just with all the missing textures and lighting pretty much is non-existent, but I still love it. I'm a head to bed. Thanks for the content, my boy. Keep it up. Thank you, Mr. Video Game Freak. Always a pleasure to have you around. I hope you come... I'm stuck. Hope you come by for some more streams in the future. We'll see what the streaming schedule is like once my teacher's college starts up again, but I'll keep that updated on the channel post section. See what we got going on, but I still don't know. I still gotta see how my schedule works for me and how I feel about doing certain things at certain times. Just how tired I'll be, honestly. Man. No, I won't look at that. It's garbage. Remember to sub. I'm not even gonna pick up the iridium anymore. It's not even worth it. 241. My feet are getting cold. The window's open here. It was nice today, though. Having 15-degree weather again, just inhaling the fresh air without worrying about your throat becoming instantly dry because it's 40 degrees outside. Ridiculous. Anyone here getting MK Legacy Collection? I am not, unfortunately. Then again, I don't even know what that... Mr. Jim, welcome, my friend. How are we doing tonight? I unfortunately have found none of the guns that anybody has been suggesting for me to look at, but then again, I haven't actually been looking for them, but I probably should, because we haven't really been lucky with Shams, unfortunately. I apologize. Everybody's probably here wanting to see me get a Sham, the 94 Sham, and yet here I am not getting any Shams. Man. Jimmy. Been playing Morrowind on my phone. You can play it on your phone? You guys remember Infinity Blade, if anybody had, like, Apple phones back in the day? You remember, playing Infinity Blade? I could never get the Infinity Blade itself, but, like, it always looked so cool and so powerful. I always wanted it, but never could play the game. They made 3 Infinity Blades, didn't they? Or 4? I don't know. Am I dating myself? Probably. Oh. You're the explodey kind. Oh yeah, no ragdoll physics either. There's very few enemies in this port that actually got ragdoll physics. Doc Mercy's one of them, and even after you do the story kill, he still got ragdoll physics. But like, the game struggles when he's ragdolling down the stairs. Ever heard of... Oh, I'm missing chats again. My apologies. 1 second. I'm being touched. There we go. We got him. Am I doing something wrong? Why would he drop the thing that I want him to drop? I'll kill him with the invisible gun. We'll try that. With the neglected bone shredder. I'm playing Infinity Blade right now. No fucking way you're not. No way you're actually playing Infinity Blade. Oh my lord, you're large. Bone shredder! Ah, you didn't kill him! Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. How are you not dead? Bone shredder. Oh, okay, he just died. That works with me. Have I updated my run count? Yeah, we're at 241. This was 241. 242 will be the next one. Ever heard of OpenMW? I have not. The game is holding back since your 94 Sham is loading up. Yeah, really. Takes a second to render in. There's a fan PC port. If you have a Legion Go, I highly recommend. Oh yeah? Damn, I might have to look into that. Now that I kind of understand what the... Oh my... Fuck! We have not gotten shit this stream. Am I doing something wrong? Am I honest? Am I killing him too fast? Am I killing him too slow? Am I not saying a prayer right or something? Like, what is it? There's gotta be something. It's just one of those bad RNG days where you just get absolutely nothing. Man. And I even tried restarting the game. I'm not gonna, like, restart the whole console for that. I don't know if that, like, determines the RNG or not. Restarting the game or restarting the console, but, like... Yeah, 1 and 2 are available to play. Nice. OpenMW is an open source engine replacement for Morrowind. I never played Morrowind. I never played any of the Elder Scrolls games. I really should. The PSVR has the... what's it called? Skyrim. It is a Skyrim VR version. I don't know if that ever got released on PC. I assume it did. But, like... That could be fun. Depending on... I know the PS3 version of Skyrim was, like, kind of dog water, but, like... Maybe the PS4 VR version was the second coming of Christ that it needed to make it better. You have to sacrifice one of the shams, the next one you get. I swear to God, if we get the 94 one next, I will find you, Mr. Actus. I will track you down. I mean, at least we 99% of farmers quit before they hit. Damn. We're bringing in the gambling mindset to the purest form of food obtaining. Ooh, I don't like you. Like, I mean, I can try Oh! No, don't kill me! I can try restarting the console, it's just I don't want to have everybody sit and wait while it restarts. Doesn't take that long to restart, but, you know, if you don't have to, why bother? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Oh. Yeah! Lawn mow him! I'm feeling good about this run. I think we might get a thing here. The Skyrim PC VR port is amazing. I highly recommend watching some of the mod videos. Oh, you can put the mods in the VR version? Oh, that would be sick. Put a Star Wars mod in there. Summon lightsabers out of your hand. I really wanted Blade and Sorcery on the PSVR. I don't think you'd be able to mod that version, but on the PSVR, because Sony does not want you modding shit. It does not matter how slow you go as long as you do not stop. That sounds like something you'd say in the bedroom. The feeling was not right. I might need to see the doctor. Man. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I've talked myself into it. I'm gonna restart the console real quick. We're gonna see if that changes the RNG. Because we've been going for like 2 hours and have seen one bunker SMG. No customizations. No shams. It's not right. And I feel so bad. There's 168 people in here that I see. And I have not been able to show you guys anything. Like, that's not right. I'm pretty sure there's a restart button on the PSTV. I don't think I need to, like, shut it off and then get up to turn it back on. I was wrong. Alright, we'll just let it power down quickly. Oh, I'm missing things. There's like a haptic suit that you can get so you can feel the rain. I've seen those haptic suits. I've seen what they, I used to follow an account on Instagram that did stuff like that. Just had to make sure I actually hit the power button. Skyrim VR mod versus the unofficial patch is deep lore. Speaking of Star Wars, Morrowind has a Star Wars mod. Really? I know there's one game that has a Star Wars mod. It's like everybody treats it as the next Battlefront 2 or something. Excuse me. I don't remember what the game's called though. Almost 180? I find it weird that you guys see the viewer count update before I do. But then again, I'm using OBS with the Restream app so I can stream to two things at once. I'm streaming on TikTok and YouTube, but YouTube is the bigger platform, so it's called Starwind. That's appropriately named. Borderlands 2. Well, while we wait for that to load, for those who haven't seen it, here's the little case that was Borderlands 2 Vita physical. It's 10 megabytes for a save file, so I'm pretty sure it's the smallest save file ever for a Borderlands game. You didn't get an instruction manual, but then again, you didn't really get an instruction manual for any Vita games. But you did get these cool little inserts. You got this one. This was the DLC code. You can have that, whoever wants that. I'm pretty sure it's long expired. I didn't use it. I downloaded my game digitally originally, and then I got this physical copy this summer because I wanted the physical copy. And there's also Borderlands 2 Game of the Year advertisement, as well as Tales of the Borderlands advertisement. So it's pretty cool to have these two little things, even though they don't really mean much anymore, but still fun to have. Okay, I'm going to test my luck even further. We're putting the game to online public. See if that changes our luck. There we go. Oh, did I not click the thing? You ever try Ratchet and Clank series? I have tried Ratchet and Clank. I have the PSP game, and I think I have one on my Vita. I'm not sure. I didn't get too much into it, but I did from what I remember when I played the PSP one, I enjoyed it. I just didn't play it again, but I enjoyed it. Been here almost an hour and don't know anything about you. While it boots, introduce yourself. My name is Milan. That's how you pronounce that name. It's a Serbian name, so I'm not from Serbia. My dad is, but that's how you say it. I'm going to teachers college next week. I have a degree in English I got at university with high distinction, whatever the hell that means. And yeah, I like technology. I like playing old and new video games. I like VR stuff as well. My fiance and I both have a passion for Star Wars stuff. And you know, we're just having fun. We're having a good time. We're just enjoying each other's company, I think. And yeah, so I don't know what else much to say. I'm diabetic, so that's fun. That's a fun thing to live with half the time. I've been diabetic since I was 8. 14 years, I think, is the math on that. So, type 1. Again, you get to use some cool technology for it, although it's not as cool as a Vita, but it's still technology, I guess. It makes it a little easier as a kid to kind of get used to anyway. But yeah. Enjoying life, getting through it one step at a time like most of us are, I'm sure. Okay, that was a nice kill. Maybe we got him in the easy kill stuff. Where's this guy? Goodbye, sir. Like the stand under here, it's like the Willem Dafoe meme. You're just looking up. He was flying around for a long ass time earlier in one of the runs. Maybe that bugged the game out or something, and he got stuck in some loop. Does Binding of Isaac run good on the new 3DS? I've never played it. I don't know, but maybe you weren't even asking me. I have a hard copy and soft copy of Borderlands 1 and 2 strategy guide. Ooh, I remember strategy guides. Strategy guides were always so fun. We have the complete saga, like the Lego Star Wars strategy guide. I think that's the only one I ever owned outside of, like, I know we also had the original Minecraft books, like that series of 4 books, the hardcover ones. Those ones are pretty cool too. It's even more fun to own them now because you can see like the old stuff in them, like how the game used to be. I mean, if you play old console, then you know it's not too far out of it, I guess. As a diehard R and C fan, the handheld ones are the worst games. I mean, I think a handheld version might be the worst performing version of anything, but you're playing it for the novelty of being able to take it anywhere you want, right? And I mean, with portable PCs being more of a thing now. Oh, I forgot to update my run counter. We're at 244 now. I think with portable PC... Molly Wopt, welcome, my friend. My brother in Christ, how long is the load time for Borderlands 2 on the Vita? You are an absolute mad lad. It lets you ponder on life, right? Like, you get to think about things. A trait that's rarely thought of nowadays because everything loads so fast. But, yeah, handheld versions, handheld PCs were spoiled now. It's different when the only handheld consoles back, or I guess the start of the really, really good ones, were like the DS and the PSP, right? Like, it's different. Those were kind of like your only options, but now you have literal portable PCs, so you can play any game imaginable at decent frame rates. It's just that the battery life on those things sucks. Like, we seem to have gone like an opposite direction with handheld gaming, because DS's and PSP batteries would last an unfathomable amount of time. Like, you can power up a DS that's been sitting for 10 years and it'll still have battery. And portable PCs now, you're lucky to get 2 hours out of it. So, I mean, it's just the nature of the technology, right? Like, they sap so much power. It's hard to turn a gaming PC into something that's efficient, right? Like, in even the iPhone, no matter how much Apple wants to boast that their chip is efficient for gaming, they're just not. So, I don't know. It's a medium that's kind of been left behind. Even the Vita, while it might not have had, like, the best battery life ever, it's still, like, brand new, would get a respectable 5 to 6 hours. And that's, like, I think more than you can ask for, right? I see the chats. Hang on a second. There we go. Ooh. No wonder no Shams. Too sweet of a drop. Funny stuff. This might be it, boys. You think? If you get a 94 Sham to drop, a perfect Height of Terror next. Brother, you see what we're playing on, right? I would be so sad if the thing drops and the game freezes as we go to pick it up. I would not put it past this version to pull some shit like that, but the lucky thing about the bunker fight is that the arena is so small that, like, you don't really need to worry about it crashing. We save quit a whole bunch, so you don't really need to worry about that either. I've been bamboozled. I was able to put the code in and see the items, but it's invalid. Oh, we got a customization. We're back on it, boys. We have luck. It's on our side, even though it's the thing we don't want. We've had an SMG, we've had the customization, the only thing left is what we need. And it's the one we've only got the Gauge and the Axton one. I also have yet to see a Pearl drop out of here. Can Gen 1 Pearls drop out of this gun? Because the Vita only has Gen 1 pearls, so I'm wondering if it's like only Gen 2. I don't know. This frame rate brings me back to the days playing BO3 on the DualShock 3. The PS3 runs this game like a treat compared to this. Like, even the load times are pretty decent. Like, it's only, for like a bunker arena, it's maximum maybe 10 seconds. It's pretty fast if you have an SSD. But even then, it's treating the SSD as a 7200 RPM hard drive, so, you know. I had a big Pokemon book on every Pokemon on the Pokédex up to Gen 7. Good lord. Damn. But physical media, that's the cool thing. You get to look at it all you want. The only guide I have is Oblivion PS3 Game of the Year. Need to use during the remaster playthrough. Oh, you can still use it during like a remaster? That's pretty cool. Dude, I'd pay money to see a perfect height of Terramorphous on here. I kid, I think perfect height of Terra is virtually impossible to get the drop legit. I mean, I want to also eventually, we're going to get all the pearls. Like, I want to get all the obtainable pearls on the Vita. Did I change my run counter? No, I didn't. 2.6, maybe. I don't know. Well, I'm trying to be as accurate as possible with the runs, because I'm legitimately curious to see how many runs it takes. Because I also think, if we do get the 94 Sham on here, we will be the first people in history to get the 94 Sham on the Vita. Like, actually obtain it on the system, not like, oh, I have a character with a level 61 guy and I just happen to have a 94 Sham and then transfer that character onto the Vita. No, I'm talking like, we earn it on here. We might be the first people to be doing that kind of stuff. But I'm getting ahead of myself because we actually need to see a fucking regular Sham for that to work. Make him eat heat! I love it when he does that because it's so fast. I don't know, my Gunzerker would tank my frames on PS3 to sub 10 when things... Yeah, okay, I'm not saying the PS3 ran, like, perfect, but, like, you know, it runs better than this. Like... Let's not shit on the PS3 version. It was, the pre-sequel can hurt on the PS3 though, depending on what you're doing. Get out of my way. But at least it didn't miss textures. Average Gunzerker experience. PS3 1 lags when there's DLC installed. I think that might just be your hard drive. I don't know. Mine runs fine, but I mean, again, mine has an SSD in it, so. He didn't even drop anything over here. Like, his drop pattern is changing. Sometimes he'll just drop everything in a line. It's really weird. Like, he's very unpredictable on the Vita version for whatever the reason. Have you looked up to see if anyone has uploaded a 94 on Vita? I think we did. We've had, like, when we started this series, and even before then, I think, we had the one YouTuber who's maybe not had the most kind outlook on him recently. If anybody's seen Hellfire on YouTube, he joined a few of the streams. And from his research, he couldn't find anybody who had done it. And Mr. Tex on YouTube, or on, I guess he does Twitch too, but I've seen him on YouTube, Mr. Tex. He's got like the Krieg profile picture. He joined a stream as well, and he said he couldn't find anybody who had obtained one. So, to my knowledge, we might be the first people to do it. Based on true odds, it's 1 in negative 4,000, so you're about 1/16th of the way. Oh! I've seen people get a story kill 94 Sham, though. Like, that's what I'm banking on, is that, like, one of these runs. But we just need a fucking Sham at all. Like, we just need one. I would hate to go for another 3-hour stream and not actually get one. Maybe my first guy. Let's go. Nice, man. Maybe a first, my guy. I know, I'm really hoping. It'd be a super hype if you get it to drop. I mean, to be fair, like, doing this on the Vita kind of just prolongs the Vita version too, because there's not a whole lot of content on the Vita version on YouTube. At least recent content there isn't. Like, there might have been some stuff when it dropped, but it wasn't favorable, I suppose. So, like, I want to show off as much of this version as possible, because I liked it. It was my first version of Borderlands 2 that I ever played. So I want to give it the love that it deserves and show it off to everybody, because everybody loves Borderlands 2. So why not show off the most neglected version of it? That was a very metallic sound in the back of my ear. Fire rate! There we go. Oh yeah, the 77's also the rare one too, technically, because you just need to get all 3 of the parts in the shit versions too, and the math is the opposite way. I hear him, where is he? Oh, there he is. He's doing the full audio thing this time. He doesn't always do the full audio. I think I've only gotten 1 sham from Bunker in all my time playing this game. I had, like, when I was doing it on my PS3, I have, like, 5 or 6 shams out of him. Like, it's not impossible. I just looked on YouTube and there wasn't anything. But after 3 hours of playing, Jesus Christ. You're not filling me with confidence. The 77 and the 94 equally as rare. So we keep all... Yeah, maybe we'll get a 77, but I'm still not stopping even if we do get the 77, because the title of the thing is 94, so... Haven't seen a Pearl out of here, too. So, like, that would also be cool. Not that that, like, would stop me from anything, but I would just want to see one. The rare item beam looks a lot like a pearlescent beam. 248. Best sham I've gone was a 92. That's pretty good. I got an 87 on here. That's our highest. So, we got an 87. We got 6 shams so far. Most of them were like 81s or an 80. We might have had one 85. I mean, like, story kills, not 300 hours of straight farming. Oh. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, 300 hours and you've had 1 sham is actually insane. But still, I mean, I don't know how many times you played the story and gotten to the bunker part in 300 hours, but... like, getting a story kill sham is also kind of rare. Is bunker like warrior, where when you kill him on the story, you have a higher chance of getting the sham, or is it the same chance? I don't even like talking about luck, especially for Borderlands games. My cousin, within 5 minutes of Borderlands 3, got a level 2 Infinity from a world drop. I stopped watching him after that. I know, that's the thing about RNG, right? It's a gambling mindset. Like, Borderlands has that gambling mindset where you could get it this, like, instantly you could get this thing. But also, it could take you an entire lifetime to get this thing, so... you know. But at least legendaries on Borderlands 3, you know what, they weren't that hard to get. That's both good and bad, unfortunately, but... yeah. I think that, yeah, they definitely made it a point of sale when they were talking about Borderlands 4 to have it, you know, we're rebalancing the loot. Legendaries will feel legendary again. You're not going to have, like, a full loadout of legendaries by the time you're level 20. Man, you got this stupid kill. I hate killing him this way. We got the fastball, not that that's gonna hurt him at all, but like... there you go. Damage. No same drop rate as story kills. Ah. That doesn't make me feel any better, but you know what? BL4 needs to bring hybrids back. Or hybrids were a Borderlands 1 thing, right? Health incoming. I don't need health. I need shams. Can you drop me one of those? did not slag that guy. Can you shoot these out of the air? No, you can't. I really wish you could. Oh, you can. Oh my god, I've just been a terrible shot this whole time. Nemesis Invader Easter egg. You want me to do a PS3 Nemesis Invader farm? Bone Shredder Savior. Yeah, we'll use the Bone Shredder, by the way. We'll use this. We'll kill him with this. We need to get the 94 Sham with the elusive Schizo Bone Shredder. That still works as a gun. Hello. Yeah. Reload with hopes and prayers. TK's Wave Bulldog Return Beast. Like, they did a TK thing in Borderlands 3, didn't they? Man, dude, this is hurting me. Not getting a sham of any kind. I'm gonna be pissed off if, like, the one and only sham that drops tonight's gonna be a 78. Not even the rare one. I would be happy if we got a 77, honestly. I wouldn't be pissed off about that. What are you? Oh, that's not what I want. Like, you're not like dropping them up here, right? We're not doing that today. Because, like, I'm always worried it's the last thing it drops. Or he drops, and there's money that gets stuck up there, but I don't know at what point the money gets stuck up there. Within the drop cycle. How is it invisible? That's a good question. My guess is that they just forgot to put the texture of the gun in the game. Because when you open your inventory, it's just a blank space. It's just not there. And when you hold it, it's just not there. So, I remember, I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Because when I like, played way back when I was playing Borderlands on the Vita, I had gotten that gun from the guy in Firestone. And I thought it was like, I can't ever replicate this ever again. Like, it's like a one in a lifetime kind of thing. But then I got it again, and I'm like, oh, wait a second, this gun's just broken. They just didn't add the texture in. That would be rough if a sham got stuck up there. It's so fucking cool. Like, when we started the sham farm, I would get up there and, like, look in bunker. I never found any legendary thing in there, and then once we started getting legendary textures, or legendary items, then I'm like, okay, does it have a ground texture? It does not. I'll drop it here. Here's the item card. Drop it. It's just a beam. Like, they just completely forgot it existed. Maybe the game runs better when you hold it in your hand, because it doesn't have to render the gun in. I don't know, maybe it does. Get a better field of view now that you don't have to look at a gun. It's weird. It's really weird. It's the Bone Shredder. Yeah, it's the Bone Shredder. If you drop it. I'm ahead to bed, guys. Alright, Mr. Gabriel. Have a good night, my friend. Thank you for coming by tonight. Thank you for witnessing the new viewer cap count. I'm still perplexed by it. I'm still seeing 178 people on my end, and that's honestly, I couldn't ask for anything else. That's just really cool. It's a cool feeling. It's like a feeling you always hope for, or always wish for when you start YouTube. I'm forever grateful. You can see the reticle. Yeah, I know you can see the reticle. It's weird that was the only thing. My guess is that because the reticle texture is used on other guns in the game, so because it's used on other guns, you can see it. But, like, that's the only part that you can see of it. There's an explodey guy right behind me, I think. Yeah, he's over there. Get out of here, you fool. I gotta go to bed too, but I'm gonna drop you a sub. Thanks, man. Very appreciated. Always appreciated. Just appreciate you coming down. But you know what? If you're feeling subby, then by all means, I won't stop you. It's not amazing. My God, I apologize that I wasn't able to find you a Sham or give you a Sham to look at, but hopefully, if you tune into the video afterwards, maybe we'll get one. Maybe that 6 will turn into a... Like, we should be at 8 Shams by the time we get to 300 runs, if we want the math to kind of keep checking out, right? Because it's 3% drop chance, so... You seem chill AF. Good luck. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. You have a good night yourself. Have a good rest. That's a muddy-looking sniper on the screen. I don't know if it's supposed to look like that or not. 250 runs. 6 Shams. I can't help but feel that that is below the 3% average. I will just have to come back. I mean, you know, I'm not forcing you. But if you know, if you want to, I won't stop you. Adaptive shields adapt to resist whatever element you were last damaged by. I love adaptive shields. Outside of the B shield, the adaptive shields are my favorite. Isn't the Neurogenator, is that the legendary version of the adaptive shield? Don't you get it from the Black Queen? I've never farmed or found myself farming the Black Queen, but I think I've gotten the Neogenator, if that's what it is called. I've gotten one once, didn't really use it though. I might have it on my PS3 character, I don't think we have it on this character. I don't think so. I'm refraining from opening my menu as much as possible, just in the event that it does, for some reason, crash here, even though we're not save, or even though we are save quitting a bunch. Come on, there he is. Yeah, he's doing the shitty spawn. Ugh. I don't know why I keep throwing my turret there. I don't know if his turrets get distracted by mine. I mean, I end up blowing his up anyway, so it's not really that big a deal, but I just feel better. I don't know if I have the skill points where I do extra damage when the turrets are active. I wanted to see what the nuke skill point would do on the Vita, but because we only have 61 skill points, I'd have to, like, dedicate... or I'd have to respec it and then dedicate all my points into that one skill tree just to see the nuke go off. I imagine, because I don't think there's not enough skill points to get to the bottom of 2 skill trees on this version. So I would have to settle with just one turret getting the nuke. But 2 turrets would be pretty good. I know when Mr. Honest Liar played with us, he also had an Axton character, and having 3 turrets on screen would legitimately crash the game. It would be too much for it in some instances. Especially since we both had the rocket attachment on ours. For fuck's sakes, please drop a shield. You're embarrassing me, game. I'm not crazy. We've seen a Sham. We have 2 in our inventory. I threw the other ones off a cliff, or I just didn't pick them up. My God. Technically, he can drop a Sham out of the gun, too, because it's a world drop, but it's, like, a really annoying thing to get as a world drop. Because you can get a Sham from a pile, technically, but I've never, in my entire time of playing Borderlands 2, I've never obtained a legendary from a pile. And, I don't know, we're not in Borderlands 3 where that's just possible. I really wish, and this would be a good thing to know, or a good thing to have on this version, and a thing that I really liked on Borderlands 3 is that it would show a legendary if one popped on the map. So even if, for whatever reason, they were getting stuck on that little lip area there, we'd know, instead of me having to go up there and look. Because even when you do get up there, it's really hard to... Because bunker is still kind of like a solid object, but you can clip through them in certain places, but it's really hard to be stable and kind of see through him. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I'd feel better of somebody finding a 94 Sham. I remember I was trying to look up just to see if the Sham even existed on the Vita version because we had gone so many runs without seeing one. And I like looked up footage of it, and the only video that I ever found was coincidentally Mr. Honest Liar's video that he posted to Facebook of him getting one. I found that was pretty cool. But yeah, there's like very few evidence of Sham stuff or like legendary farm stuff for Vita version on the internet. So I'll probably go for another 20 minutes or so. That'll get us to 3 hours, and then I'll go to bed. It's almost 2 a.m. here, so bedtime is calling my name. But I want one Sham. I want to get at least one. Put it all on 17. But I mean, even if we don't get one, the stream was still a massive success with everybody coming out, everybody showing their support. Like, that's absolutely more than I could ask for. You dream of nights like this. Oh, I triggered a save. Uh-oh, and you still got health. I'm losing it! I'm falling! Don't hit me. Kinda wish the buzzards would be a little more useful in this part, but they do such piss poor damage it doesn't even matter. Like, you may as well not even exist. I forgot he had actual health. Oh my god. Let's see! He did a weird drop pattern that time. They're all in a line. Like, look at this. It's so weird when he does this. I don't know if this is Vita specific or not. And, like, even if he did drop a Sham or drop customization, I don't know if it would drop in the middle when he does it like this. Because sometimes he'll just shoot stuff off the edge like that. And it's not because his gun is in a weird spot. Although, what the fuck? How did you die? What do you mean? What is this? I killed him regularly. What the fuck happened? I wasn't watching him. Okay, that's the first time he's kind of died that way. Actually, no, we did have him one other time. He, like, died facing that way, and he just shot everything off of the edge. And I was really hoping there was no Sham in there. And I don't think there's a Sham in here this time either. I think I missed last time. We're on 252. I wish I could just have it an automatic run timer, but I don't know how that would work. I don't know how the program would recognize when I save quit. That would be nice. I don't mind doing it manually though. That's okay. We'll see. We'll check online. Is anybody playing online? No! Why would they be? For those who are curious, and I don't know who would be curious about this, shift codes do work on the Vita version. You can link your shift account up in the extras menu there, and still redeem shift codes and use them like you would. I remember when Gearbox did their Borderlands 2 10-year anniversary thing, and this was a weird glitch, and it didn't last, unfortunately, but when you... like, when they had the OP10, like, Herald and OP10 Norfleet or something, like, that you could get in your game. If you redeemed it on the PS3, because there's no OP10 on the PS3, it would read it as OP18. And it's just, like, really... I have a picture of it on my phone somewhere. I think I shot it out to Reddit or something, too, but... like, it's really weird to see the item card read OP18, and it's just, like, I don't know, it's 18 levels over whatever the max was in the PS3 version, so it makes sense that it would say that. Like, it's just the program reading the math, I guess, but It's still weird to see. I couldn't imagine 18 OP levels, but I imagine it would also do a similar thing on the Vita. I didn't try it on the Vita because the gun, it kind of sucks. It disappeared from my inventory on the PS3. Or maybe I moved it to storage, and like the game just did not like the fact that the gun was in there. Normally it would give you the message that, oh, you need to install the required DLC, and it would give you that message on the main menu, and then the item just wouldn't appear in your inventory. But it wouldn't be deleted off of your character. Like, if you were to transfer that character out to like the PS4, let's say, where the OP10 exists, it wouldn't just like, you know, it would appear there, but no, it completely deleted it from the character's inventory. And it was kind of sad. Not that I'm gonna get to OP10, but, you know, just to have it. And then they did it again, too, but instead they did it proper. So it would be, like, max level of whatever version you're playing on, so I redeemed it again on the PS3, but instead it's like an OP8 gun, so it won't delete itself because the PS3 did get OP8. Good lord. Please mercy. He's still got... Oh, no! No! He's still got health. I gotta kill the turret. Kill the turret. For the second wind. Uh-oh. The lasers are coming out. That's, look at them textures. Alright, let's see. Yeah, some of the money gets stuck there. It's not like the final thing he throws. Okay, so that makes me feel better. That money is getting stuck up there because it's just jumbled with everything else. It's not. Okay. I'm not looking at your buzzards. I'm not running all the way up to the waterfall. Dude, I'm gonna be dead by the time I walk through everything. Oh, we got an E-Tech. Did we? What the hell is this? Expandified Biased Blaster? Never seen that one before. I don't remember seeing that item card, at least. It's not the other E-Techs that we were supposed to be looking for. It's not a... According to Mr. Dima, he wants us to find a slag Topnia at a bunker, so... I fear I may disappoint him, because, I mean... we haven't been finding anything rare this run. Or this stream, unfortunately. Like, I swear to you, we had a stream where we had 2 or 3 shams. And we also had bunker SMGs and the customizations, and I fear we may have used up all the RNG in that stream, because nothing has happened. We've had 1 bunker SMG and 1 customization happen for us this time. But, you know, that's just the grind. How long did it take Killer 6 or K6 to get his? Because I know I watched his video where he, like, absolutely freaked out. He unfortunately did not have face cam on, but I watched his freak out of when he got his 94 Sham, and he got another one too later on. So it's possible. It's possible. I just don't know how long it took him. I fear he was over 1,000 runs when he got it. Like, getting it in 200 or so runs or 300 runs might be quick, or no, it will be quick if you're looking at averages, but I would also like to know how many like regular shams did K6 get when he did his stream, because that's also a number that I want to know, because we're kind of at like piss poor amounts of shams. You got a corrosive gun. That seems a little meta for you, since corrosive is what kills you. It's like the fish and SpongeBob eating fish sticks. That don't sit well with me. Thank God for this Herald that we got. We laboriously farmed it. So I think I farmed for it off camera, actually. I did not stream myself getting it, because that kind of sucked too. That's the thing about the Vita version. And I don't know if it applies to bunker as well, but I think the version that it was left on was before they kind of like patched the drop rate for legendaries to be closer to 10% for most enemies. So on the Vita it might be even less. which is probably why this is taking a long time. Boom in the eye. Let's look up. Let's do this strat. That's what everybody else does, right? Look up for it. Move the thing to the right. I saw the money flash up there right at the end. Still nothing, eh? Is anybody else's luck this bad? Please tell me. I'll feel better when farming for shams. So I know Mr. Honest Liar, who, you know, he also plays the Vita version, he told me that it took him a long time to get shams. So, I don't know if that's just how it is regularly, if that's just how it is on the Vita version. Who knows? I'm running out of things to talk about. We've been going on for so long. My brain is starting to get fried, but that's okay. It's still technically summer vacation, so we can stay up late. That's a cool looking gun. Those guns are fun, and same thing with the gun that you get from Doc Mercy with the large ass mag size, but they just take forever to reload. I hate that Doc Mercy mission where you have to use his E-Tech gun. Because the thing, especially early on in the game where you don't have a lot of assault rifle, like just ammo capacity in general, unless you spec all your iridium into it. Like if you're doing the side mission before you do the story mission, you just don't have a lot of assault rifle mag size, and also it almost always drops as a slag version, so it doesn't really help you at all either. Like if it dropped as a fire, and you can get a fire version in your inventory. If that happened, then we'd be good, because it would do extra damage, therefore not having to spend as much ammo on regular enemies. But the reload, because you don't have any skill points into reload either, just takes forever. There he is! Sick 'em, turret. Or just be a distraction, even though he still kind of shoots at me anyway. Maybe there's no difference if I just keep the turret in or not. Who touched me? Okay, I try not to blow up both of his turrets, because then he flies away, and then you have to continue the boss fight longer. But if you're an Axon character who has skill points into the fire rate, whatever skill point gives you a fire rate after a kill, shoot if he's in a certain phase. Shoot one of his turrets off to activate the kill skill, and then you're laughing. Or if you're Mr. Honest Liar, he spec'd everything into that one fire rate skill, and holy shit, it's like you have a nemesis from Borderlands 1 with the desirable effect, where you could shoot the whole mag in one button press. It's an insane thing to see, and I fear every single time we play on the Vita that my game will crash because of it. Because the game legitimately will just stutter to load in the bullet to fire rate. Okay, if I destroy his turret, is that what triggers the laser? Because I never get the laser. Come on, dude. Come on. The joke's not funny anymore. My eyes are hurting. I just need to see it drop. Just needs to grace the ground of which I stand. And I'll be happy. I can die. What? I can die happy. I just know I don't know what the other parts of the 94 sham look like. I just know we need the honeycomb. Honeycomb! That's not the sham, but that's what we need. We need the honeycomb attachment, because if we get that, then there's a chance. And that's the only, I think, like, notable part that you can kind of just see from a glance that is the big tell. Because the other shams that we have gotten, like, as soon as, and that's the other defeating thing. Imagine we get a sham drop and it's just, you know, honeycomb, and you're like, well, fuck, it may as well have just not have dropped anyway. Like, if it's anything else, then, you know, it's just like, why even bother looking at it? I mean, it could be the 77% one. That's also a thing that is desirable, but I also don't know what that one looks like off by heart, so, you know, man. We still got 165 people in here. I applaud all of you for staying this long and watching me do this. I apologize that not too much exciting things have happened, but, you know, I'm trying, believe me. I want a sham to drop just so we can all look at it in awe and just collectively hope that it's the one. But yeah, I'll go for 10 more minutes, and then I'll call it a night. And then I'll try and, I want to just do, if I'm doing Borderlands streams this week, it's either going to be Sham streams or Borderlands VR streams. Like, I want to use up the remaining time that I have for these to better our chances at it. And also, I just want to play Borderlands 2 VR because it's fun. It's fun to have grenades just spawn out of your arm and then they just fly. Or when you have a TDOR gun, or yeah, TDOR is the throwing, like, throw it like a grenade to reload. Those are fun to see just fly out of your arm when you're still holding the gun. Can you leave? I already killed you. You're slow, bunker. No, not a jet loader. Suck, invisible gun. I don't even know what level the bone shredder is. I think it's max level. I think it's 61. I'm not sure though. Oh my god, I'm actually gonna die. Don't let that jet loader hit me. I'll stand on the box. Maybe that'll do it. Can't be touching the ground. Can't taint the ground. Dude! I've done everything I can. I've restarted the console. I've restarted the game twice. Like, to try and better our RNG chances. Like, I can't make days change, unfortunately, because some days, it's amazing. You have great drop rates. And then some days, it's this. Why are we still getting white items? UVHM. I hope in Borderlands 4 they just completely get rid of white items by the time you get to UVHM or TVHM, whatever the highest difficulty is. Because there's just no use for them. There's literally no use. You can't use them. They're not even good to sell. Like, anything else you find will be worth more money. So, like, why? Unless they have a mission-specific thing that requires white items, like the pre-sequel where you have to donate white items to the mailbox. Other than that, like, that mission in the pre-sequel, if anybody's played the pre-sequel and did that mission where you have to arm the for the coming battle or whatever, and you end up killing them all anyway, but you just find a bunch of white items, and I guess you can buy them from the vending machine. Once you get up to UVHM, just go back to normal mode and just buy out all the vending machines and make it go quicker. But when you're playing normal mode and, you know, you don't have a lot of money, you can't just buy out the whole vending machine. You just have to find what you can on the ground and then go back to that stupid area over and over again just to donate them. Like, I wish if I were to redo that mission, like redo how it is structured today, I would make there be a drop box near every fast travel point in any map for that one mission, or even because there's other missions where you have to drop stuff off, right? So just have a universal mailbox where you can just drop off whatever item you find in any place you go to, so you don't have to travel all the way back to the shitty place. And that's the one area that the PS3 or older gen consoles, I guess, like PS3 360, they struggle running that map when you get there. Oh no, I blew up both of his turrets. Sorry, we got him. We got him. Time to leave. I don't want to look at flying objects on this. It hurts my game. It hurts my soul, actually. You're lagging! The Sham's not gonna drop now because there's too many items on the floor. I'm sure of it. Ow. Shoot the purple gun. Come on. Please. Please. Just one. Just one, dude. This has to be some of the worst luck of all time. Why is there shit over here? It has to be some of the worst drop rates of all time for a Sham. For one Sham. Not even the Sham. One. Honest to God. This is bad. Were you a quad? Yeah. Sidewinder. I mean, that's some decent damage right there, but like, I'm not using it. Times 18. You know how much that would lag the game? Firing 18 particles out of a single gun. There are some weapons that legitimately will like lag the game out. The quad is one of them. Or the what was it? It's a mission reward I think you get from Hammerlock. It might be the shotgun you get for killing Slappy, where it like has that, like, I think it's like the octo or the 9 or something. Octo means 9, and like the bullet pattern converges into 1 and then spreads out. Every time you fire that gun on the Vita, it stutters the game. It's some areas of the game, like, it baffles me that it got past some kind of development checklist. Like, earlier parts of the game, I think, got the most attention by developers, because the Claptrap's Place, Three Horns Divide, with an asterisk, run really well relative to every other area of the game. And I think that's just because you're there at the start. And Sanctuary, an area that has an insane amount of NPCs, and a lot of different, like, textures going on, like meshy textures, especially in the garage. That area never crashes, and you'd expect it to crash all the time with all that's going on, but it never does. And I'm guessing they knew, the developers knew, that players would be going back to that area so frequently. They're like, we'll polish it, we'll do what needs to be done. And then there's other areas that's like, nope, you open menu, you want to pause your game to go and do other things in your life. Fuck you and all your progress, we're crashing the game. There's not enough RAM for that to happen, unfortunately. And I don't remember how much RAM the Vita actually has. I'd imagine it's probably around 256 or 512. I think it's 512 megs. Actually, it's not 256, but it's not as fast of RAM as the PS3, or not as good RAM, I guess. And I think there's a memory leak that plagues this version too. Because it only makes sense. Like, I'm trying to think of the symptoms. You play the game for a while, you have it loaded for a while, You're loading up more and more NPCs, more and more areas, more and more items are dropping and staying in RAM, because if you go back to previously explored areas, the guns will still be there. And then eventually when you just do that and an area of intense loading gets triggered, like loading your inventory, it's just enough to cause the game to get overloaded. And it just crashes. Or it might just be that it overwhelms the processor. That might also be something. It overwhelms the processor, and it just can't handle it, and it just freezes up the game. I don't know. Mr. Strange might be able to tell us if he looks into enough of the code of the game. I wonder if running the game on an emulator, because I saw one guy a while ago on Reddit, he tried to, and I don't know why you would want to do this. Maybe it's the only accessible version on a phone, but he wanted to run Borderlands 2 on his Android phone natively, not streaming it. And he landed on a Vita emulator, and, you know, ran the Vita version of the game, and I didn't see a video of him doing it, so I don't like know how it ran, but I wonder if you play the game on an emulator and got to the crash prone areas, would it still crash? Like if you feed the game more processing power than it was originally designed to have, would it just not crash? Or is it just baked into the code that like some, like, yeah, a memory leak? No matter what kind of hardware you throw at that, if there's a memory leak, it's gonna hurt the game and crash the game. Because I know Borderlands 1 Game of the Year edition has a memory leak. And like on the PS4, if you play too long, or even on the PC, I think too, if you play for too long, it will crash, or stuff will start to slow down or something. Mr. Soda Pop. I had no idea it was on the PS Vita. That's hype. Yeah, we're playing on a PS TV, because it's the only thing I have that will let me get video out for PS Vita stuff that's not an actual PS Vita. We're playing with the physical cartridge because the PS TV accepted Vita cartridges, so we're having fun with it. We'll do 2 more runs. We'll do this one and then the next one, and then it's 2:30 in the morning, so I want bedtime. But we've been going for 3 hours and 3 minutes, and that's insane. That's insane. My brain is falling asleep as we speak. So how's your night going tonight, Mr. Soda Pop, or Mrs. Soda Pop? Don't wanna get that wrong. Or day. How's her day going? Everybody's coming from all corners of the world, so for me it's 2:30 in the morning. Oh, it's a nice fast kill. Thank you, game. It's a nice lawn mowing kill. Praying for Sham luck. We've had shit luck tonight. After 3 hours, we have seen no Shams, 1 bunker SMG, and 1 customization. We've had some pretty awful luck today. I don't know why. It's just that day. It's just that kind of day. I feel like we need a nice rainy night, and then just hunker down and try and get it. Because, like, honestly, I don't know. I've never seen it be this bad. Just got off work. Alright, well, we're definitely at different time zones. I work a second shift job, so it's nice to watch a stream to decompress. Damn. I apologize. We've been going for so long, and we're getting off pretty soon. I apologize I couldn't go longer, so you have something to watch. I mean, you can skip back and watch it, I guess. Like, you can watch the VOD of it. Or watch some of the other stuff on the channel, some of the other streams we've done. Or if you're into Borderlands 2 VR, I just did one of that recently. That's a funky version to check out. Mr. Strange, you're still here. I had no idea. Well, I'm glad you're still here. What is this? Concoction of a laser beam. Okay, that's nothing. Alright, one more run. One more fucking run, come on. Yeah, the PC version has a memory leak as well, so there's probably no chance to fix crashing on Vita unless we get source code, probably. Oh, yeah. I gave up on the config editing a while ago as well. Nah, that's unfortunate. I mean, if the developers couldn't figure it out with the source code... Mr. Dima, you're back. Damn, what'd I miss? We had a 178 viewer peak tonight. That's what you missed. Other than that, we have not found a sham yet. Oh, man. Alright, final run. Final run. Just give me anything. Anything cool, not the same shit we've been getting. Although I fear we aren't gonna get anything, but, you know, we're still testing our luck. We're still trying. My voice is rough now for talking for 3 hours straight. You're playing you're playing Battlefield 2042 that I got during a $3 sale with Kitty on lap and peak Vita content on the side. Man, you're making me blush. I'm feeling appreciated tonight. Yeah, I saw Battlefield was on sale. They probably did that for the Battlefield 6 stuff, trying to get people to buy the old game, even though I think after people being blessed with Battlefield 6, very few of them are going to go back and look at Battlefield 2042 the same way. They're like, it can get better. It does get better than this. What's the kitty's name? We gotta know these things. If we're to function as a society, we need to know what the cat's name is. Where is he? I wanna go to bed, Bunker. Where are you? There he is. And he's a fast kill. Thank you, game. What was that loud-ass noise? Oh my god. I have to keep the capture card audio down to 20. Negative 20 decibels, because this boss fight is just so loud. And I think it's loud no matter what you play it on. It's just, I don't know what they did. What happened? Chica. Oh, is that like Markiplier's dog name? Is that what you named him after? Him or her? Get out of the way! There's too many textures that need to get rendered in for you to be here. She has the same name as my old kitty that sadly passed away about a year ago. I'm sorry to hear that, my friend. The death of a pet is never an easy thing to get over. We lost our kitty in February. He had cancer, unfortunately. I don't know where it came from. He went for a dentist appointment to get a tooth pulled, and then he came back and he was just nothing. No way, we got a sham on the final run. Are you fucking kidding me? It's not a honeycomb, so it's not the 94, but no fucking way. No way. Well, what do we think it is? What do we think it's gonna be? Do we think it's the coveted 77%? I'm guessing 81 or 80%. No, just something my dad named her. Ah, well, that was a lucky name, I guess. Hey! You gotta back up, sir. We got a sham on the field. What do we think it's gonna be? My prayer for the sham worked. You're right, Mr. Soda. 84. Alright, Mr. Dima says 84. I'm sticking with 81, I'm thinking. 76? Alright, would be... There is no 76 sham. 77's the lowest, 94 is the highest. And I know it's not it's not a 91, Mr. Strange. There's no honeycomb on it. 82, I was close. Damn. I could do this all day. You fucking sure? Because yes, sir, took all day to drop. I'm gonna pick this one up. You know what? We earned that one. Even though I'm probably gonna sell it, we earned it. No fucking way on the last run we get a sham. That's actually insane. You know what? I'm doing one more for good luck. Maybe we get a double sham drop. It's keeping me. It keeps pulling me in. Damn nice. We'll do one more. Maybe we'll get a double. It's possible to get a double drop. So we'll give it a try. Man, if my eyes are this tired after a Vita 3-hour sham drop, I can't imagine what they're gonna be like on a PSVR drop, because the screen's like this far away from my eyes the entire time. Ooh. Alright, let's do it. Let's do this once it loads. Let's do this. Tired of constructors building new Hyperion robots? Shoot them in the eye. I really wish that were the case, but they have so much fucking health. And they kill you with everything else around you. Who would have thought? You shoot the thing that is causing you a problem, shoot it enough times, and it dies. What a whimsical concept. That was a different grunting noise that he made there. Damn, close. Close? Close? That's 12% off! What do you mean, close? Has anybody ever had it where just bunkered, he just like doesn't spawn in for some reason? And you're just like waiting forever for him to like come down. Does anybody else farm bunker this way, or am I alone in doing this? I just don't want to go out into the open and just get shot a bunch. So I found that this works best for me, and he dies relatively quickly. Having an on-level infinity, because this one's 2 levels under, it would definitely kill him a lot quicker. I meant my guess. Oh, okay, I see. I see. That makes a lot more sense. Where did the guy... There was a guy over here. I saw the red dot. Where'd he go? Swap speed. Swap speed. Alright, bunker. You're gonna do a double, or am I just a fool for thinking it? You were standing here. I was a fool. Okay. No double drop. No double drop. No world drops either. No world drop volcano like we got last time. Whatever. You know what? I said I'd be happy if we got one, and I should probably remember that I said that and be happy for it. Alright. Oh, what else you got for me? Nothing. You got a white pistol. Ornery revolver. Great. Alright. 258 runs total. Nice. Oh, I gotta update the sham counter. Can't forget that. 7. Alright, everybody. I thank you so much for coming out with me tonight and watching me, my mental state just decline in real time. You guys were insanely awesome tonight. So many new people coming into the chat, and so many returning people as always. The family is growing, so to speak, and I'm glad it's you guys who are in it. I appreciate every single one of you, every single view, every single like, every single second you guys spent here with me tonight. It's truly an amazing feeling to watch that number grow steadily and have this many people be dedicated this far into the stream. So yeah, I'm off to bed. It's after 2:30 in the morning. I'm tired, but I am forever grateful that everybody was here with me tonight, and I will see you all in the next one, whatever that is, within the next couple days, or maybe tomorrow, depending on how the night goes. We'll see. Good night, Mr. Dima. Good night, Mr. Strange. Good night to anybody else who is still here, and yeah, appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.